wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, hello. What's happening? Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Monday. Hopefully you guys had an amazing weekend. It's nice. Pretty good weather for the most part.
Yeah, the heat is back.
Okay.
At least it was in my house.
It was in your house?
Well,
or?
outside my house.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to bunny the golfers, and I was so sweaty in that bunny outfit. Good Lord.
Well, those things are just, warmer than normal, too.
A bunny outfit does not breathe, Kevin.
No, they don't.
I thought I was going to pass out. I had Rocco running reconnaissance, and so I have him down by where they tee off. I'm like, all right, Rocco, call me as soon as there's a golfer on the tee, and I'll come out, because otherwise I'm standing in the heat in the bunny outfit. I'm going to pass out.
Oh, yeah.
She's a rough one. That's a hot outfit.
So hot.
Yeah. Yeah, so you probably need to be about 30 degrees for you to feel comfortable in that.
You're right. It's like a coat.
Yeah.
You've been through a lot with that bunny outfit. That's what you wore when you were going through Pink Lies. Remember that? She was showing up to events
That's right.
in a bunny outfit.
Yeah.
What, even close to Easter?
You're like, what's going on? Who is that? What's happening?
She showed up at her kids' world as a bunny.
She's going through it.
Oh, man.
Anything exciting for you this weekend, Bird?
There's always a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go through some of the things. I was kind of doing a little read-through of some of the things you went through. It's looks like another crazy, exciting weekend you had.
I don't live a boring life.
No. We'll break it all down here coming up in just a little bit. For your Monday, I mean, if it's not bad enough that it's a Monday, it's also tax day. I mean, just how does that just sound for misery, right?
I hate tax day.
Yeah.
Did you already do them?
I did them. I got them done Friday night, and I owe so much money. It is devastating.
You owe money again?
Again.
What is happening?
Panda does all this side work, and he gets 1099s. You know what that is?
Yeah.
It's if you're an independent contractor and somebody pays you and they don't take taxes out, Panda just never put the money aside for taxes. So, bam, we get hit.
Oh,
So he
wow.
takes the big cut on the... Oh, man, I got you.
Ooh, that's tough.
Did you know this is going to happen, or did you get kind of...
I knew it in the back of my head, but I think I was kind of in denial.
I guess it's not going to be that bad.
Like, it can't be that bad.
How bad can it be?
It's awful.
Yeah.
A lot?
Take a guess.
Okay, this is a fun game.
Take a guess.
I'm
I'm hot pissed.
You owe
Uh-oh.
the government $3,500.
More.
Oh, man, that's...
5,500?
Keep going. More.
7,500.
$74.60.
Oh, dang.
Do you have to pay all that in one lump sum?
Come and get it from me.
That's when the IRS will get a hold of you.
Come and get it from me. If you think I have it, come look for it.
Ouch.
It's so crazy. We have opposite problems. They owe me a ton of money, and I can't get a hold of them. They can get a hold of you, and that's
Oh.
because you owe them a lot of money.
They will find me tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, they say now for tax day, 90% of tax returns are filed electronically. 57% of people are now preparing and e-filing their own tax returns. So most people do their own. 27% say they hire somebody to do their taxes for them.
That would be me.
It's a lot easier. If you're not good at math, it's probably just better to do it.
Dude, it's everything that I am not good at. It's organizing, it's adult, it's numbers, it's awful. Sitting in an office.
Not your thing,
I
yeah.
hate it so much.
Not Bird's thing. Yeah, they say the average person spends 13 hours and $240 completing their personal taxes. So it is a pain in the butt every single year. They say most Americans have their taxes already done. In fact, 71% had them done as of April 1st. 18% still have to do it. So
I got a big moment. I have an insider that said they can help me with my tax problem. I've heard this before. We're hoping, Virginia.
Can they just transfer your money to my debt and we call it good?
Yeah, I hear it.
Have a washout.
That I would be real bummed out if I got hit with a $7,500 bill.
It's tough.
Out of the not knowing.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a little bit, but I never imagined.
I've never had to pay.
Well, aren't you special?
That's because I single bird flying in his own cage by himself.
Flying low, yeah.
Yeah.
Flying beneath the sun.
But don't you all, because you're married and have kids, doesn't that help with your taxes?
It depends. Yeah, you can get some tax breaks on things, a little wiggle room here and there.
Does it really help, though, or is that one of those things that people throw out there and it's not that big of a deal?
Yeah, it just depends.
Okay.
The one thing I know about taxes is it's very complicated.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And a lot of situations are different. So there you go. So just a reminder, today is tax day.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got in your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, I got to talk about my new best friend.
Yeah?
That would be Mr. Drew Ralston.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
okay, my
yes.
dad.
My man knows and has heard that I'm coming up to Ohio, Logan,
Okay.
Ohio.
Okay.
The town that Kevin built, the Kevin Ralston built.
Right, well, actually, the town I tried to tear down.
Yeah, he's reached out to me, and we've been talking back and forth about how
Okay.
I'm going to be staying with him
Okay, yeah.
when I go up there to Logan, Ohio in August for that Bigfoot festival.
Wow, okay.
We're going to blow this thing out of the water, man.
big stuff.
It's big stuff, and I'm trying to get a little group together.
Yeah.
Because I'm either going by myself or Virginia. I know you've talked about coming up there with me.
Yeah, I don't think you should go by yourself. I think you should have a travel buddy, and I think I'd be happy to do it. Kevin, you should look into it, but I know you're traveling like the week after.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to Chicago, I think, the week after, and I'm getting leaned on a little bit about making that trip. So I just got to see, okay, what kind of cost am I talking about if I have to make that trip
He ain't going.
to
No,
Chicago?
I know that.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm at peace with it.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
So I'm trying, maybe Denny's, trying to get Suits to be up in that thing.
Will you
Okay.
bankroll the trip? Because I owe a lot of money to the IRS.
Right.
I can't go if I have to pay.
If I can get the IRS to call me back and give me the money they owe me, it's on the bird.
Okay.
Good news about Logan, it's dirt cheap. It's amazing what you can buy for $1 in Logan.
Well, your dad was getting me all hot and bothered, saying sweet nothings like this. Hey, well, I'll take you to the pizza crossing. We'll go to dinner together.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, yeah, on him.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, no, it would be his pleasure.
I'd be honored and tickled pink to take him out to the pizza crossing, and we're going full on,
Oh,
full
yeah.
gorilla.
I'll just sit there while y'all fight over the check.
I may hit up the pizza crossing and just rent that out for a night.
Ooh, okay.
Rent it out for a night.
That's big baller. They'd be like, there's a fancy guy in town.
And say, Logan, the pizza is on the bird. Oh, just get the
Oh, my
pizza
gosh.
is on me.
Wow.
Yeah, just open it up to the.
Oh,
the
you'd have so
public.
many friends.
Fancy.
That'd be so
Can't imagine
fun.
the stories you would have.
I'm so excited for this. So, Virginia, you gotta. We've been talking about this. We gotta get the ticket this week.
Okay.
Please help me. You're good at this stuff.
I am, and you just tell me when you want to go, and we'll set it all up.
Because you know all the good deals.
Well, I can go look on all the sites and cost compare airlines and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing I hate equally as doing my taxes is buying a ticket online. So
I'll help you.
What you got in your mind today, Virginia?
Kind of weird. Something that happened on Saturday. So, the Crawfish Festival is this coming weekend, and the Snack Pack is performing at noon, and the Booty Crew is going to be doing a little number called the Gas Jam.
Who's the Booty Crew?
The Booty Crew is my girlfriends, and we back up dance behind the Snack Pack. We just hype it up and keep it sexy, and they're called the Booty Crew, but we haven't performed in 7 years either, since the Snack Pack is on hiatus. So my friend Jeff was coming over on Saturday to help me choreograph a dance to the Gas Jam. And his car got a gas jam. He drove over a log, and it got stuck in his gas line of his car. And literally, his car wouldn't move because he had a gas jam.
That's
that
weird.
crazy?
That is kind of weird.
We're going to dance to the gas jam, and he got a gas jam.
Oh, how about
wow.
that?
Wow, the witches got something choreographed?
Yeah.
Because usually it was just a drunken mess. They would just run on stage and kind of dance. Now we've got moves.
There's choreography.
Wow.
Is a
Oh,
Kevin
man.
Ralston going to be out there on a Saturday?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there this Saturday.
Wow.
Look at this.
We got ourselves an MC.
Yeah.
Or another member of the booty crew.
Yes.
Kevin does have the best booty
I
on
don't
this
know.
show.
And don't worry, I'm not going to call you on stage and do a battle rap and make you feel weird this time, like I do every show. Those days are over.
Promise?
I promise.
I just got this text I just saw. Somebody said we just booked our campsite in Logan for the Bigfoot Festival. Hope to see Jaybird there.
Baby, you're going to see me
Wow.
there. And you
How
know
about
what?
that?
Pizza is on me.
Dang. Okay.
I'm so
It's all
excited.
coming together.
It really is.
What an event this is going to be. Good heavens. What I got on my mind here today, wanted to give a shout out. It was an awesome weekend for sports in South Florida, and I give them a lot of grief. But those Marlins, they won the series 3-1 over the Philadelphia Phillies this weekend. So if you did make it to Lone Depot Park to see their opening home series, it was a good one for the Marlins. So they weren't looking that good going in. They were in last place, but getting your 3 wins to only 1 loss over the weekend, that's nice.
The good and bad about baseball, it's long.
It is long. You're right. So big shout out to the Marlins, who had a great weekend. Big shout out to the Miami Heat yesterday, who whooped the Atlanta Hawks at home, 115-91, game 1 of their playoff series. So they looked really good. The big star for the Atlanta Hawks, he was all frustrated. He didn't have like more than 8 points, I think it was, the whole game.
Okay.
So that was a really fun game to watch yesterday. And then at the same time, South Florida's all over the place. The Florida Panthers are playing at the exact same time. So I was flipping back and forth. And they whooped the Red Wings in Detroit yesterday 6-1. That was their 10th win in a row. So
You get season tickets to either the Marlins, the Heat, the Panthers, or the Dolphins. Which ones do you get? You get them for free.
get it for free. I'd probably go Dolphins because football's my favorite sport. I'd go Heat. And then probably Panthers.
Oh.
Man, Marlins.
Sorry, y'all got to start winning, man. I mean, that's just the way it goes. You gotta make a playoff or something. So come on, man. Well, hopefully you had an exciting weekend. There's a good chance, though, whatever you did, it was not nearly as exciting as whatever Jaybird got himself into this weekend. So, Virginia, all these things could have happened to Jaybird except for one. Which one of these things did not actually happen to Jaybird over the weekend? Okay, here we go. Let's break it down. 5 things here. Did he, 1, get a death threat from somebody while playing a video online?
Oh my gosh, a death threat.
Video game, yeah.
A video game, okay. Playing a video game online.
I can see that.
Okay.
Somebody takes things a little bit competitively.
Did Jaybird fall in a canal trying to fish out a shopping cart?
I can see that.
Okay. Was he involved in an epic fight with a stranger that involved meatballs at a restaurant?
Meatballs. Okay.
Okay.
Keep going.
Did he witness a group of people dine and dash at Chili's? Okay.
That would suck.
And was he offered to smoke a joint from an off-duty police officer?
Ooh.
One of these didn't happen. Which one did not?
There's a lot in there to unpack.
There
We
is.
had a 3-day weekend.
The meatball, the pot smoking cop.
Death threat seems very plausible
Definitely.
while playing the video game. Falling in a canal? Yeah, I mean, that could.
It's on brand.
Okay. The getting in an epic fight involving meatballs at a restaurant. Okay. Seeing a group of people dine and dash at Chili's. Okay, that sounds very plausible. And then being offered a joint from an off-duty police officer.
Who wanted to smoke it with me and Denny's.
Okay.
To give a
that
little
kind
bit
of
more.
stuff happens all the time. All right.
Interesting.
Okay. I think the one I'm leaning on right now is either the shopping cart or the meatball fight at the restaurant.
Meatball.
Those are the two.
I love the headline.
The meatball does stand out.
Yeah. That feels maybe more like it. What do you think, Virginia?
It also could be the dining and dashing at Chili's.
A lot of stuff here.
Gosh.
A lot of stuff here. Okay. Well, it sounds like Jaybird had a very active 3-day weekend. We had with Good Friday going on. So which of these crazy things did not happen to Jaybird? He had a lot of eventful things going on. One of these did not happen, though. Did he get a death threat from somebody playing a video game online? Did he fall in a canal trying to fish out a shopping cart? Did he get into an epic fight with a stranger involving meatballs at a restaurant? Did he see people dining and dashing at Chili's, or was he offered to smoke a joint from an off-duty police officer? Okay. One of those didn't happen.
I'm going Chili's.
You're going Chili's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think everything else happened, including the meatball fight. And I need more details, and please tell me you took video.
Okay.
I love a meatball fight. I mean, come on.
It's a fun topic.
Does sound fun. I am going to go with I'm actually going to go with the meatball, though. I think that's the one that didn't happen. Yeah.
The meatball got you, Ralston.
Yeah, it was either that or shopping cart for me. I'm just going to roll with meatball. So which one do you think did not happen? Jaybird, which of all these many things did not happen?
Very impressed with the witch. The Chili's did not happen.
I knew it.
How did you get that?
I think I'm getting psychic in my old age. I knew it. It spoke to me. I felt it. I'm like, I'm going Chili's.
It must be the Kahlua. I think it.
The Kahlua is getting her dialed in.
I don't have Kahlua. I have a little vodka in my squeezed juice. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's a joke. Haha. It's a joke.
Okay, so all these other things did happen then.
They did, yes.
Okay, so you got a death threat.
Yeah, that's common though online.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same thing that happened with Denny's.
Yeah.
The guy was so nice for so long during the game. I was playing a baseball. Denny's showed me how to do all the online with the headset.
Yeah.
His name was Hector.
Yeah.
And I ended up beating him in this game. And then he said he wanted to cut my head off. He was going to find me.
Wow.
Yeah. He turned way psychotic at the end of it.
Wow.
Yeah, same thing that happened to Denny's. I'm going to find you.
Hector's buzz must have kicked in.
If that's his real name, Hector.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't wait till Hector comes around. I'm excited for whatever's going to happen.
Yeah, but that's a common thing on video games.
They're not going to
Okay.
come around.
No, of course. I thought it was kind of funny.
You fell in a canal trying to fish out a shopping cart.
There's a shopping cart that's wedged in this canal area by where I live at, and look, shopping carts are great for videos. You can put a camera on them. You can roll it. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with a shopping cart.
Okay.
But trying to get it was kind of hard, and I slipped and fell in the canal by my house.
Oh, dang, dude.
Somebody else stole it, so you didn't steal it.
Oh, no, I didn't steal
But
it.
it's nice to be able to use it.
Believe me, they will not want this shopping cart back. It's pretty gross looking.
Any gator issues or anything like that?
I mean, it's a canal in Palm Beach Gardens. I'm sure they're there.
Okay.
I mean, I've been in canals before. I wasn't in there that long either.
Okay. No mild case of gangrene today?
Nah.
Okay.
I've been in that canal before.
Okay. Not first, not going to be the last.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Look, I'm never pumped to be in a canal, but I know I'm going to be in one again.
Okay. Bird and canals. You got in an epic fight with a stranger involving meatballs at a restaurant.
I didn't get into the fight. I was involved in it.
Okay.
I won't say the name of the restaurant, but I was getting a to-go order, and I grabbed my order. And as I was grabbing my order, I get in my car, and I smell something that, since I had the long COVID, meatballs kind of smell like coffee to me.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm smelling this in my bag, and I go, all right, I look in there, and I go, uh-oh, that's not my order. That's meatballs. So I bring it back into the restaurant to walk it in, and when I walked in, there is this woman who was pissed about her order being messed up. She always goes in there. They always mess up her order. How she spends so much money. She's never going back there again. I just go, I think these are your meatballs. Then I grabbed my order, and I got the hell out of there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
thought
I
meatballs were getting thrown around and everything. Okay.
I was involved in the meatball. She was mad. She was in the fight. I was involved.
But they gave you her meatballs.
It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't your fault.
No, not at all.
Okay.
But she was next level pissed.
You
Okay.
should have licked her meatball.
Yeah.
And then you had an off-duty officer try to smoke a doobie with you, huh?
With me and Sweet Denny's. He
Wow.
told us he's an active cop. He came to the Rust Market in Lake Park.
Okay.
And he said it was his dream to smoke a J.
His dream.
And Denny's. And he said, "You're like, well, cool, man. Don't worry. It's all
It's his
good."
dream.
You're like, is this a setup, dude?
Right. Gotta wonder about stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't relax.
Yeah, I hear you. What? An officer asking to smoke a joint with you makes you kind of feel uneasy?
Oh, what's going on?
Okay, well, sounds like an epic weekend for the bird. I don't know if you got to see any movies over the weekend. I watched one with your boy Channing Tatum in it there, Jay Bird. It's called Dog.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Magic Mike, and I thought you were going to do all three.
Oh, okay.
Binge watch Magic Mike this weekend.
marathon. Yeah.
If you ever do that, give me a call.
Hot bod marathon, you and me. Watch it shirtless. Sounds like a lot of fun. That was my movie watching over the weekend. I'm sure Virginia stayed away from movies like she usually does.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
I got out there and just live life, baby.
You did, huh?
I rented the new Spider-Man.
Okay, what'd you think?
I don't know, dog.
Yeah,
I didn't like it, man. I know. Everyone, someone will send you a manifesto about how I don't know anything about movies. I need to shut up.
Right after I saw it, I went and I just thought the whole point was the plot was pointless, and I brought up the one angle, and a lot of people love it.
I know.
I'm in the minority on it.
Me
but
too.
I just felt, I felt it was a bunch of something for nothing.
I wanted to like it, man.
Yeah.
I was in there. I was open. I just didn't. I don't know what to tell you.
Still a good ride, but when you really started thinking through why they did the new Spider-Man movie, that was kind of unnecessary. But, whatever. We're talking about the older movies, not the new ones. Suits is in here. He's of the younger generation. And we always wonder, how movies age over time because, storytelling is different. The way they make movies is different. The technology is a lot better. So what older movies, 80s, 90s, still work today for a younger audience and which ones just absolutely do not? So we found that a lot of the dramas seem to hold up. Some of the comedies not so much. What movie did you watch over the weekend, Suits?
This weekend we went with Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, Clarice.
Okay. Now, this is kind of a critically acclaimed. This is more of your drama, not the corny stuff.
Twisted movie.
Very twisted.
Yeah, the creepiness was off the charts with this, but
Yeah.
it was such a good movie.
Oh,
I don't know how you
okay.
can not like that movie. It was so intense from the moment that Clarice first talks to Hannibal Lecter. I did not look away from the screen.
Wow.
I didn't even think
Okay.
about picking up my cell phone or anything. I was so into this movie. It was really good. Twisted beyond belief.
And
but
there were
good.
just so many lambs. So many lambs.
Yeah. I had a feeling you'd probably like it. Yeah. so
Again,
that-
the dramas are the ones that really aren't the comedies. They seem to hold up a lot better.
Well, just because something's old doesn't mean it still doesn't hold up. You know what I
look
mean?
at you.
I do not hold up. No, I am falling apart. There ain't nothing held up here.
yeah, but to that point, it does seem like the dramas do hold up better.
They
You have
do.
better reviews over the ones that are the comedies.
To Suits' point, some of the endings of these comedies from the 80s and in the 90s, they are kind of over the top wacky.
Well, even though I
corny.
liked, what was the one with Richard Dreyfuss as the therapist?
What about Bob?
What about Bob? At the end, the whole house explodes. It was so over the top. I felt like he turned to an evil Looney Tunes character, and I like that movie, but
Yeah.
some of these comedies, they do seem to go really over the top. But in Silence of the Lambs, from start to finish, that thing just had me nail biting, staring at the screen, really
Yeah.
into it.
That dude,
Twisted movie.
The Buffalo Bill, he's one of the creepiest on-screen murderers, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd agree
of
with
all
that.
time. He plays
Yeah.
a really good creepo.
Right. Okay.
You absolutely buy it with him.
Was there any part of it that you were watching where it felt old, it moved slow, it felt dated?
Really, no, which was what was surprising to me because in the beginning I thought, okay, it looks a little dated, but it just got so good.
Yeah.
I didn't notice throughout the movie that it was
Okay.
dated after they really got into it. So it didn't have that dated feel I felt like I saw with some other movies just because it was so good. I wasn't paying attention to that, I feel like.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, great movie. I really liked
Wow.
it. 95 on the Rotten Tomatoes. It was
Dang.
absolutely
Okay.
would recommend it. Twisted, creepy, and awesome.
Wow. Okay. Very cool.
It's a good Easter movie.
Really puts you in the spirit, doesn't it?
Lambs, Easter.
Yeah, it kind of works.
yeah, okay, kind of. All right, very nice. Thank you very much, Suits. If you want to go back and watch that, Silence of the Lambs gets a thumbs up from old Suits. Yeah, Suits was talking about Silence of the Lambs a second ago, and I was thinking, yeah, how old was Anthony Hopkins when that movie came out? Because he looked old when that movie came out, and that's not a new movie. He's 84 now.
There's some actors, ever since I was a kid, they've been old. They just always were old.
Yeah.
He's one of those ones.
Yeah, and Silence of the Lambs is a movie that came out in 1991. So he was, I guess, in his 50s.
Even Gene Hackman, when Gene Hackman was young, Gene Hackman could have been 22, but he was still old.
Yeah.
He always looked 50.
And I remember they put him in a romantic relationship in a movie called Hoosiers, and it just felt weird.
I know what you mean.
Old people can't find love. It just, she looked like his daughter. It's just, I don't know.
Can we give it a basketball?
Yeah, I had a hard time with it. Let me see. We had some celebrity sightings from over the weekend and tail end of last week. Derek Jeter, he sold all of his stake in the Miami Marlins. I thought maybe he might have skipped town, but apparently not. There he is. Got an email from Jonathan. Said, my sister was at Starbucks on Belvedere and Dixie on Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah.
He looks real pumped, too, to be taking the picture.
Yeah, I know, right? She unfortunately was off, but her boss has got a picture with him. Yeah.
Well, you have to say yes to
Right.
the person making your coffee. Otherwise, they're going to put like salt in it or something.
He's like, we can do a picture, sure.
Come on.
It's kind of a tough thing. In fact, they had done a survey. What do you do if you're around a celebrity? Do you ask for a selfie? Do you ask for an autograph? Or do you ask for neither? Now, and let's say this is even a celebrity that you're like, oh my gosh, I love that celebrity. And you're like, this is probably the only time ever in my life I'm going to be anywhere near them. Do you take advantage of it, or do you just let it go and tell your friends about it? How do you handle it, Virginia?
I don't know. Oh.
Bird?
Case by case, man. Every
Yeah.
celebrity's gonna be different. You got to read the room, read the moment. And
Okay.
there's some celebrities, if it's a professional wrestler, they love taking selfies. That's part of their gig. So I wouldn't have a problem if I saw a big time wrestler out. I'm like, hey man, blah blah blah. They're used to that stuff. A-listers, musicians, I'd probably not.
Have I been drinking?
You are not only you're gonna try to take a picture of them. You're gonna try to do. Oh yeah, you're gonna.
I'm going to try to join their entourage.
Somehow you get kicked out of whatever restaurant you're
Sober
at.
Virginia's not sure. Drunk Virginia knows exactly what she's doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They asked people, 20% still want autographs, which it seems kind of weird for me because they're easy to fake now. That used to be the thing when I was a kid. You would want to get somebody's autograph. But now, how do you know it's really the person's autograph? And they really seem to kind of fallen out of line because anymore, anybody's signature, you can't even read what it says.
And I see some celebrities get all mad when someone, I'm not giving a celebrity. Your boy Gene Simmons gets all pissy about it.
Yeah, many do. Yeah. 42% of people said they would rather take a selfie with a celebrity. That seems to be the most popular way.
Yeah, I think a selfie is so much better than an autograph.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised it's still at 20%. But 27% say they would not ask for either.
Isn't there that one video of Bieber? He's trying to walk up to his place, and these kids are like, Bieber, can I get a selfie? And he stops and lectures them. This is my home.
Hey,
This is my
I'm just
home.
trying to be a person on
my
this
safe
earth. I'm just trying to live. And you guys are stomping on my ability.
My favorite videos are Bieber yelling at his fans.
Hey, Bieber, shut up.
Yeah, still no word on the Bieber show. He was just in town last week.
I got some video from it.
Okay.
Yeah, some KVJ Nationers sent us some DMs on our Instagram.
What did they think? Did they seem to like the show?
They loved it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a solid live performer. Got a good voice. Got a lot of hit songs, so I would think it'd be good. So, yeah, I don't know if he was kicking around Miami or not. I have not seen any of those photos. We only have disgruntled Derek Jeter. So.
Yeah, we only have Jeter looking not into it. We don't have the pictures of Bieber turning fans down.
That Derek Jeter picture's awesome. Yeah. He looks so annoyed.
He looks,
Can I just get my coffee?
he looks like he's trapped, doesn't he? He does. You're not getting out of here, dude.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, Coachella happened over the weekend, and Billie Eilish was the headliner. She ended her set by saying, "Thank you, Coachella. Sorry I'm not Beyonce. I love you. Good night."
Yeah, I think she said she shouldn't be headlining Coachella.
Which, of course, she should.
Next story.
You've earned it. Now shut up. Somebody who definitely was amusing at Coachella was Megan Thee Stallion. In her songs, she had some specific digs. Although she didn't name Tory, she had some digs for Tory, using some key phrases that they had both posted about on Twitter. You know, that's when he broke the restraining order against him by posting about her on Twitter. And so she worked what he wrote on Twitter into a song and dissed him on stage at Coachella, which I'm a fan of.
Look.
If anybody deserves dissing, it's the guy that shot you in the foot.
Agreed.
Yeah. I saw a lot of video of Harry Styles. That seemed to be the one that everybody was talking
Harry
about.
Styles and Shania Twain did a little duet, and I am here for it.
Yeah. I was just kind of surprising me because all the people, because he was teasing a big guest star was going to be coming out. People were throwing out all these names. How far would you have to gone down before you would have gotten Shania Twain?
It is an odd name, but you know what, man? She was huge
no
for
doubt.
a good 4 years. She was on top. I was a big fan of her.
I was too, and I love it, but I am 48 years old. The average person at Coachella is not 48.
I know, but sometimes y'all don't give enough credit to the old dogs out there. Y'all act like someone gets in there, they haven't been around in 10 years. Everyone forgets it, but she's massive, y'all. She got
All right.
massive fans.
Well, I'm not going to fight with you about Shania Twain, but I will tell you this. I think Harry Styles is morphing into Jim Brewer, just a little in the face. Doesn't he look like Jim Brewer?
He does right there. He looks like early Jim Brewer from
Looks like
SNL.
young Jim Brewer. Someone tell Harry.
That is funny.
You kind of looking a little Brewer in the face. In other news, it looks like there's a rumor out there that A$AP Rocky cheated on Rihanna. Now, everybody in her camp is addressing the rumors, and they're saying, no, it's not true, but I don't know. A lot of people are saying that he cheated on her with somebody in her own camp.
Oh my gosh, that
God.
dirty dog.
No,
that
you-
dirty dog.
Woof, woof.
I hope it's not true, because when you're pregnant, that's the last thing you want to hear.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ugh.
Dang.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Okay, got some birthdays here today. A few celebrities having a birthday include Kourtney Kardashian, turning 43 years old. Conan O'Brien is 59 years old today. I'll say what up to our friend High Pitch Eric, having a birthday today. Also, happy 30th birthday to my soon-to-be baby daddy. That's from your wife, Rachel, in Gainesville. Also got a happy 8th birthday to Brady. Most amazing big brother and wonderful son we could ever ask for. That is from Mom, Dad, Julia, and Jetty. And there they are with a fish right there on the water.
Oh, that looks like a greenback snapper.
That's what you think that is?
He's making that up.
Okay. I bought it. I was like, okay, yeah.
Kevin's
you're
like,
right.
yep, print
It's
it.
got to be it.
Greenback snapper.
Also, happy 7th birthday, Magnus. Love you very much, Bubba Bear from Mommy, Daddy, and Ella.
Magnus. That's
Yeah.
a name.
Cool name.
Power.
Also, happy birthday shout out to Quinn, I guess, from Quintius and Mason from Jason and Summer. Also, happy 13th birthday to Adriana from the Abreu family. Robert sent that in. Also, Matthew Onofre from Coral Springs, turning 5 today from Mommy Christy, Dad Edgar, and his 2 sisters, Alyssa and Cameron, Nana, and Abuela Cecilia. And there you go. Feliz cumpleaños.
Aw.
Happy birthday, bud.
Cutie.
Yeah. We were talking about the celebrity sightings just a second ago. Always got celebrities popping around here in South Florida. Somebody said they saw Bam Margera and
Really?
Boca at Boomers. And look at that. That is Boomer. Boomers.
Was he trying to eat the batting cage because it's extreme?
I don't know. That's Bam Margera. It's been a while since the Jackass days.
Yeah, he wouldn't. In the last movie, I don't think they had drama.
They had a falling out. I don't think you're going to see him in any more Jackass.
No, he sued Johnny Knoxville, and I guess
over.
They did a settlement, so... Yeah, so I would imagine that his Jackass days are over.
He's on the right. I thought he was on the left on that picture.
No, that's Bam Margera. Yeah, if you're looking at that,
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, he's kind of been out of, I guess, view for a while.
Is he still doing stunts on his own?
I don't know that he is. I'm not sure what he's doing on his own. So
I mean, does he do extreme stuff? Because wasn't he always eating crazy stuff and putting stuff up?
He was a skateboarder, right? Wasn't that
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Don't know what's going on. So was it Uncle Phil that he used to always mess with?
Yeah.
His dad,
His dad,
Uncle
and Phil.
Vito, I think,
Uncle
and then
Vito.
Phil was his dad.
Phil was his dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I think it was Vito who had some kind of weird charges against him.
Uh-oh.
There's been some stories
Yeah.
coming from that crew. Now, this was kind of interesting. We just had a show Saturday night. Bon Jovi was in town. John Bon Jovi is now part of the 60 Club. Do you know John Bon Jovi was 60 years old?
Dang.
I know people really give him the business the other day. I like John Bon Jovi. He seems like a real cool dude.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. He's done great things, and he's a Palm Beacher and all that kind of good stuff. So
He lives in Palm Beach, huh?
he had a home there. I know he had it up for sale, so I don't know if he got another one. A lot of times he'll do that, or if he bolted and
Does
headed back to Jersey.
Does every megastar from the 80s buy a home in Palm Beach at some
Sylvester
point?
Stallone's
Yeah,
there.
Billy Joel,
Yeah.
Stern.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah. Sheryl Crow's also in what they call the 60 Club. Talking about her. MC Hammer is 60. Ralph Macchio, your boy, is 60. Michael J. Fox is 60 now. Jim Carrey is 60.
That's a Hall of Fame 60 class right there, man.
It
That's a lot
is.
of talent.
Matthew Broderick is 60. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus is 61. They say joining the 60 Club this year, Tom Cruise, Demi Moore, Jodie Foster, and Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Anthony Kiedis, I feel like he's still 30.
It does feel like he should be.
It's Tom Cruise, too, man.
Tom Cruise, too. He's 40.
Yeah.
He can't be 60.
Joining the 60 Club coming up this year. All right, time to think fast here on the KVJ Show. Speeding it up here on a Monday morning. All righty, let's see here. We got Virginia, Jaybird, and Denny's all competing here. Do you guys feel awake and ready today?
So ready.
Okay.
No, I don't.
I don't speak for him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see how you guys do here. All right, Bird, y'all set and ready?
Yeah, back up for that mic.
Okay.
All right, can be
Do
loud.
you plan on screaming? Is that why?
I don't want to, but the spirit takes over me.
You can't help yourself, huh?
She's a screamer.
Okay. All right, here we go. Think fast. Got some topics. Whoever has a sensible answer first gets the point. All right, tell me something you see at a birthday party starting with the letter P.
Party hats.
I don't know what that is.
Party hats.
Poppers.
I think it said pouty hats.
No, party hats.
I mean, he did technically.
Yeah, I don't know though. No, keep going. Because I got the word
Denny said poppers.
The things you pop. Poppers.
poppers.
I can tell Kevin doesn't like that one either.
No, it's okay. I think I'll go with that. I'm just thinking about
Virginia.
party hats. All right, I'll give it a
Punch.
bird. I'll give it a bird. Punch would work. Pinata would work. Better answers.
Who got the point?
Jaybird did. I'll give it to you for party hats.
Party hats.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't. I thought you said pouty hats. I was like, what?
I don't know. I turned in some lady from New Jersey for some reason.
Okay, how about this? Think fast. A brand of gum starting with the letter E.
Extra.
Oh, man. I got two like that. Bam.
You are what you chew.
All right, extra. All right, next up. Think fast. A style of music that starts with the letter J.
Jazz.
Oh, yeah, Jay loaded.
You had jazz loaded.
3 zip.
I was anticipating Jay.
Yeah, you were.
You might be able to put it away here pretty quick.
Oh, wow.
I want the win. I want it bad, Ralston.
Okay, how about something you chew that starts with the letter T?
Tots.
I think you eat those. I don't know.
All
if
right, you don't chew them, you eat them.
Yeah, I mean, you do chew them to eat them. But
Taffy.
it's- Yeah, I'm going to give that to Virginia. That's something
Well, home cooking, Denny.
to chew on a little bit more. Yeah, I'm waiting for a better answer. Tobacco would work.
Oh, tobacco.
Yeah, okay. All right, next up. An animal that starts with the letter F.
Frog.
Bird, bam.
Wow.
Bird was just destined to win it
He
today.
was. Came to play.
Yeah, he did. Was not playing. All right, I got this email, and again, big congratulations to the Miami Marlins. Their home opening weekend, they beat the Phillies 3-1. That's a big win for them, so congratulations. Good to see that. Somebody that went to Lone Depot Park over the weekend sent us this email. It said, I went to the Marlins game with my girlfriend. The family in front of me got up and left after the 7th inning stretch. They had just bought their little boy a bag of popcorn. He didn't want it. Nobody touched it. They left it just sitting there, tempting me. So I ate it. My girlfriend was so embarrassed and grossed out. But why would you not eat it? Is this weird?
It's all how you said. I mean, if you know for a fact nobody touched it, but what happened on the way? They know for a fact no one did anything to that popcorn.
All you know is they show up. Apparently, the kid got a little bit moody, and they're like, "We gotta get him out of here." And then the kid didn't want it. I think the kid might have wanted something else, and it, little temper tantrum sets in. They're like, "Forget it." They just whisk the kid up, and they get out of there. The popcorn's left sitting. Probably still has that little twist tie around it. It's looking good. It's looking fresh. And he's like, "I would like some popcorn, and I don't want to pay the concession prices." And clearly they left it, and they're not coming back.
So there's two ways. If you see, let's say that the guy or the woman's walking around selling the popcorn and you see them get the popcorn and you see it all go down, that's one thing. But if they brought it back from concessions.
Sounds like they brought it back from concessions.
That's a long
It's still
walk.
got the twist tie on it, though.
Well, if it's got a twist tie, I mean, what do we twist tie? You're fine.
You would eat it.
But you could easily have undone the twist tie. They could have had some, or the kid could have stuck his snotty fingers down in it, and then they could put the twist tie back on it. I mean, that is possible. Would you eat it, Virginia? If you were jonesing for popcorn and a bag is sitting in the chair right in front of you, row right in front of you, you know they're gone, are you grabbing it to eat it?
I would not. But I know
What if Rocco wanted it? Do you feed it to your own kid?
if he wants to go there, let him.
Okay, so you're going to give it for Rocco.
I give him all the information. Those people left it. They didn't eat it. It looks untouched. And if he wants to eat it, he can eat it.
The only thing I would be nervous about, it's not about me being grossed out about the popcorn. Are they coming back to the seat? Did they leave that popcorn there as a marker?
And they come back and you're eating
And you're
it.
eating their popcorn? That's
yeah,
why I
right.
wouldn't do it, because you never know when someone's coming back to tickets that they bought.
Okay, let's say that this is the 7th inning stretch, middle of the 7th, and you're now the middle of the 8th. So you've had both teams have come up to bat, 6 outs have happened, and the bag of popcorn is still sitting there. And you're getting ready to go into the 9th inning, and you're like, they're clearly not going to miss an inning and a half and come back for the final inning.
I'm glad you painted this scenario because, in my opinion, first inning popcorn is way different than 8th inning popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm back after the 7th inning stretch. We're getting food after the game. You know what I mean? I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not going in. It would have to be a surefire. I know they're leaving. I know they're not coming back in the 1st or 2nd inning.
Okay. All right, so he is being told that this is gross and weird, and his girlfriend is embarrassed by what he did.
Well, if other people see you take that popcorn and start eating it, they're going to think you're gross.
I mean, we all agree if the popcorn has been exposed on any level, you're not
Right.
eating the popcorn.
Okay, I'll have Suits put up a KVJ TV poll here. You see seemingly untouched popcorn late in a Marlins game. Do you eat it?
It just makes me think how crazy it was, the concept of having a bowl of nuts at a bar, of everyone putting their hands in.
So
'cause
gross.
You're talking about if this is
So
gross.
gross. Oh,
That was
yeah.
a concept that's not. It wasn't that long
No,
ago.
when I bartended back in the mid 90s, I was in charge of filling the nut bowl. I filled the damn nut bowl, and then all these drunks would sit at the bar and finger the nuts.
I mean, think about it. You're at a bar and people are drinking, so they're at the worst of their manners. They're not,
picking their favorite
Yes.
nut from the bottom, and they've touched like 6 of the other nuts while they're getting their favorite nut.
We've changed as a society. That popcorn scenario sounds horrifying too if it's been exposed, but Corona changed it all, Virginia.
Okay.
It did.
I will get your thoughts. If you want to jump into the KVJ TV chat room, you can go kvjshow.tv to find it. Okay, so you see a little kid. He's got popcorn, but his family whisks him away in the 7th inning of the Marlins game over the weekend. Doesn't look like they're coming back, so you're like, hey, that's perfectly good popcorn. You start eating it. Your girlfriend is grossed out and embarrassed by your behavior. Did you do the wrong thing? Or you're like going, hey, free popcorn is free popcorn. So we asked on the KVJ TV chat going on right now. It says you see seemingly untouched popcorn late at a Marlins game. Do you eat it? 84% of people say no.
That seems about right. Yeah, 15% are animals. I get it.
Man, oh man, 84% say no. Yeah, people were talking about, you just don't know. Like Mike said, if the kid put his hand in there just once, that's enough. Kids' hands are gross.
And if the kid might be snotty. I notice a lot of kids have always that snot strip down the dried.
They do. They pass it around to each other.
Yeah. And Toph in the chat room said, and I am judging whoever grabs that popcorn. Think about the other people around, because there's many people that notice what you did.
People are going to be talking about you.
Yeah. And, the other thing, too, is there are some foods that you absolutely love. I don't know if popcorn would be the one where you're like, I'm going to go all in on this.
But the person that is eating that popcorn, they don't care that people's judging them. You know what I mean?
True.
If they're going to go eat the popcorn, they ain't sweating nobody.
It's kind of a serene headspace, too, when you just finally don't give a crap.
Some say that's when you master life.
Yeah, well, that's the tough thing. And his girlfriend didn't love it. But just realize you're with the kind of guy that he doesn't care. And if he sees popcorn or food he wants, he's going to grab it. And he going to make it happen. I got a text. Somebody said, I took my 10-month-old daughter to the Marlins game on Saturday, her first baseball game ever, and she loved it.
Aww.
It's really cool. I can't remember when it is. It's been so long since my son Cannon was that age, but it's maybe like the first or last game of the month, something like that. They do kind of a family day where the kids get to go out there and run the bases, and I just found that video from when Cannon was probably 3 or 4 running the bases at, what was that, Marlins Park.
That was always one of the favorite things kids love to do at baseball camps, was run the bases.
It's cool. It's a lot of fun. I completely get it. So I said Udonis Haslem was there from the Miami Heat. The crowd went nuts when they showed him on the screen. I tried the Marlins lager you guys are talking about on Thursday. It was quite good, but it cost $15.
Damn, $15? What's the percentage on that thing? It better not be no 4.5 ABV.
Well, it's a lager. Yeah, it probably is. Lagers are usually lower around that area.
You better up that percentage.
Yeah, you have to get a different kind of beer. Miami's best pizza was not the greatest, they said.
False advertising?
Yeah.
When you call it the best in all of Miami, you better bring it.
It's a lot of pressure, too.
Yeah,
it's a lot of pressure on the people in the kitchen.
I said, I think I'm going to go for the barbecue next time around. Great time. But, so that's good. And, hey, congrats to the Marlins again that took the series 3-1.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
Okay, who do you need to call out today? Trying to let people know what is good and bad behavior in our society. Keep everybody in check here today. It's kind of a PSA. Text it in to us, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. This text said, my husband and I saw the new Fantastic Beasts over the weekend, and the teens in the row behind us would not stop talking over 2 hours, nonstop giggling and chatting, and I couldn't believe how obnoxious they were being. I would have loved to.
Kind of like the guy that does a radio show and doesn't put his phone on silent.
Yeah, an app opened up.
That's annoying.
Kevin, as you were.
You act like it's your first year in radio.
I was an accident.
How embarrassing for Kevin.
All right. Kevin, as you were.
Add that to the call 'em outs.
Yeah,
I'd like to call out my friend.
Yeah.
good time to call me out.
Dope in a Pizza Hut.
I said I couldn't believe how obnoxious they were being. I would have loved to grab an employee to have them escorted out, but I didn't want to miss any of the movie. Please be considerate of others and kindly shut the F up. That's one of the reasons why I don't know what the future of theaters are, because in your own home, you control the environment. And if you've got a big old TV and they're cheaper than ever and you got a great experience and you can hit pause and all that stuff, you don't have annoying people that are talking. If you do, you can kick them out because it's your damn house. You can do that.
It's getting easier and easier just to stay home.
Yeah, and I don't know, you can say this to teens. I got a teen, they're not going to listen.
No, they're going to giggle. They're going to talk. That's what they do.
That's the worst. So you ever seen that where you're sitting down, you're cozy in the theater, you got the exact seats that you want, and somebody, you're like, oh, please don't sit next to me. Please don't sit next to me or behind me. And then boom, you're like, ugh.
You get so close.
It goes from such a cozy moment to just, it's going to be 2 hours of dread.
And it always looks like they're sitting on 9 phone books because you can't, they're big, they're loud.
It doesn't happen in your living room.
You're right.
This column out says, I'd like to call out my creepy old neighbor who makes certain to come to the side of his house to throw out recyclables literally 11 times while I am laying out, making sure to say how nice I look. I get it. I don't have a privacy fence, and I'm trying to tan for the summer, but how many times do you really need to go to your recycling bin within 3 hours? That's Holly from Port St. Lucie.
And then you're saying how nice you look while you're laying out?
You look great.
Oh, boy, I love that sunshine on your skin.
Yeah.
I bet it tastes delicious.
I mean, that's your neighbor? It's
your
like
neighbor
an
doing
awkward
that.
situation.
This one says, I want to call out the well-meaning guy who gave my kid candy in the grocery store last night. This is just a PSA that it is weird to give kids you don't know candy in public. I don't know how you and I definitely don't know what you could have done to that candy. Also, I was trying to parent in that moment as my child was having a tantrum because I wouldn't give him candy myself. You stepping in to give my kid candy and what he wants in that moment only makes my job tougher. So instead of candy, maybe a quick prayer for me in that moment that I don't lose my mind. Thanks.
Okay. But I can see both sides. I mean, he was just being an old friendly guy.
Yeah.
Trying to be nice and do a kind thing. I mean,
her kid wants candy, he's having a temper tantrum because the mom won't give him candy, and the old guy comes up and is like, here, kid, have some candy. And she's like, So that's defeating. And she's like, and also, I can't let a stranger give my kid candy. I don't know you. I don't know where it came from.
Here,
Would you think you're being a bad mom if you let a stranger give your kid candy?
yeah, on paper, yeah, sure. But in the moment, I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
Hey, kid, come on, I got a Hershey bar.
Yeah,
Here's
it's
my
not
van.
good. It's not good.
It's always about intention. If the guy didn't really want to kidnap your kid and be a horrible person, he was just trying to give your kid candy. Now, I also think if a parent's saying you can't have candy and then you go in there and then you give the kid candy.
Yeah.
That's
if he overheard that.
Yeah,
If he purposely undermined, which I don't think he did.
You're a jerk if you heard it, but if you're just trying to, like Virginia said, some people are just trying to be cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's not try to crucify everyone.
Well, if it was a dude that was older, maybe in his time, you could give kids candy.
Right.
Today, if you're a stranger and you don't know them, I don't think you can walk up to a kid and give them candy.
And every situation's different. It's all approach. How did he do it? How did he look? How was he acting?
Yeah.
Was he, acting all squirrely? I got a box of nerds for you, kid. Like, how was he?
Was he a creeper?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know.
Okay. This column out says, I need to call out my Uber driver for running out of gas during our ride and then asking me for gas money because he said he was broke. I actually had to Uber from my Uber.
Oh my gosh. That's a mess.
What are you driving around for then?
Dude, you can't run out of gas.
No.
You are the Uber driver.
Well, then you ask the person in the back for money?
That's a mess.
I'd imagine that doesn't give you a 5-star rating.
No.
This text says, my dad made out with my ex-girlfriend this weekend. He was at a bar in Delray, and a bunch of people saw them making out in the corner, and now I've heard about it all weekend.
Your dad and your ex-girlfriend are making out?
Since I know you're going to ask, he's 52, she's 24. I'm
What
beyond
would you
destroyed.
do if the juicy daddy hooked up with one of those loves that got away? Would you be crying? The juicy daddy, you know he knows how to make out.
I wouldn't. Let me unpack that question. I wouldn't be mad. I would be weirded out, and not a good weird. It would make me upset. I wouldn't be mad that she got away, and I'd be like, Dad, what are you doing, man?
I think your dad might have rounded second base, too, in the bar.
I thought we were cool. You're going to do me that dirty? I didn't think we had that kind of relationship. Juicy daddy.
Somebody else doing a column out here about gas money. They're calling out the woman who I gave a ride to from Boynton Beach to Wynwood for a job that we were both doing, and she didn't offer any gas money. So if you're going from Boynton to Wynwood, that is, that's a good solid almost hour drive.
Did you offer to take her?
Sounds like they did. I'm just trying to figure out, where does that land? Should you be offering gas money if somebody's driving you an hour in South Florida rush hour traffic?
I would, if I was taking somebody an hour away and we're going to the same place, I would never in a billion years expect someone to give me money.
Yeah,
because you were going anyway.
And also, too, what are we doing here? I mean,
we're gonna get all mad for $10.
I don't know. I look at it. I just look at it differently. Is all.
Okay. All right. And another column out here that somebody's texted in said, my Tinder date stole all the fish from my fish tank when I fell asleep.
Dang.
That is very criminal.
That's time consuming, too. I bet the fish are like, oh no, what's going on? And they tried to swim away, and you got to catch them, and you got to.
It's a bit of a process. Yeah.
I wouldn't sleep with him, so I guess he got all butt hurt.
Wow. Took your fish.
Fish napping.
How many fish?
I don't know.
I have so many questions.
Number, yeah.
And then when you go and you take those fish, like if you just pour them in a new fish tank, they can die.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't think those fish are going to make it. If he's legit butthurt that they didn't sleep with each other and he's taking fish out of a tank, you think he's thinking clearly?
He's not taking them to put them in his tank. He's taking them to punish her.
Wow.
Damn.
That is criminal.
That's kind of diabolical.
It's extremely diabolical.
If your fish are your pets and you love them, I mean, this guy just stole your pet.
Boy, listen to this. This column out says, I want to call out the lady in the row in front of me at the Bon Jovi show Saturday night. She got so drunk, I'll use a different word than he did, I can't say it on the radio, that she threw up everywhere on top of other seats in front of her and then gets kicked out and then proceeds to pee on herself as she's getting up.
Wow.
Then she tries to wipe her legs with her hands as pee is dripping down her legs. It all happened within the first half of the concert.
Rock and roll.
Is she single?
I mean, what a night.
We've been trying to find a lady for the juicy daddy.
I mean, I expect that maybe at a Motley Crue show.
Right.
Back in the 80s. But Bon Jovi modern day time.
Shouldn't you know better?
Well, I don't know what's going on with people peeing themselves in concerts. Lil Durk, he's actually got the top selling song in the country right now. He's going to be at Bayfront Park in Miami tonight. And he stopped a concert because he thought that somebody passed out in the crowd. And now you know, especially what, has been happening in crowds and people getting trampled.
You got to make sure people are safe.
It's on the artist now. That's pretty much known as your responsibility to shut down a show and make sure anybody you see in distress in the crowd is taken care of. So Lil Durk does just that, but the person wasn't passed out in distress like he thought.
Somebody passed out? Huh? She peed? I heard everything. I ain't heard of that. I don't know what to do in this situation. That's why she peed. So ain't nobody passed out or fighting nothing. She peed. Just go to the back and clean yourself. That's all. You won't go back to it. Go clean yourself, Mom. That's all right.
Wow. So he thought she was passed out. She was actually she just peed her pants.
Man, you would rather pass out.
Was she squatting down peeing, and that's why he saw her down and thought she was out?
That's a great question because you couldn't see. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
Virginia, is this common for girls to be peeing Right there in the. I mean, do they not go to the bathrooms when it comes to a concert?
Well, that's kind of gross because all the people around you now have to step in your urine.
No, you're wrong. There's nothing kind of about that. It's next level gross. If we're at the lawn, if we have lawn tickets here at the amphitheater, and we're swaying to the music, and I'm walking in someone's pee, that is not kind of gross.
No, this chick is a mess. And he's right. Go clean yourself.
But the other thing, too, is that you're trying to help, but you actually really just embarrassed her. Hey, everybody, she's
Good.
peeing. Yeah.
She should be shamed for doing that. All the people around her need to know they're going to be stepping in her pee.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not the cool move.
I got some of your column outs coming in here today. We're talking about what is it with girls peeing at concerts. Had that a Lil Durk show. He's going to be at Bayfront Park in Miami tonight. Heard about it, girl at the Bon Jovi show on Saturday night. Barfed all over the place. And then Peter Pan's. I mean, that's just a bad showing. I mean, wow. You give girls a bad name.
You do.
Yeah.
But hey, rock and roll.
Somebody said, yeah, same thing at Tortuga. There was a girl, she peed right in the sand in front of me and then covered it up and continued to stand in it and listen to the music. And then they looked at me weird for looking at them weird.
That's some crap right there.
That is insanity.
I've heard that, though, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm not sure that I belong at Tortuga, even though I'd love to see a lot of those artists. I hear that a lot of people are going to the bathroom in the sand and just covering it up. And I'm just like, I just don't know if I could do that.
What happens if I go number 2? Oh, man, this is my jam. All right, let's cover it up with dirt. That ain't cool.
Who wants to
Tortuga.
help me? Who wants to help me dig a poo hole?
Tortuga.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot easier because the Tortuga one would be like just like a cat box. It's sand.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be a lot easier than digging up the amphitheater lawn.
Isn't that the one? Is there country of that one? I feel
Yeah.
like they got some beer flowing. You're like, oh man, just drop it like it's hot, man. Go no.
Call them out, too. Somebody said at the Easter sunrise service yesterday, the dude sitting next to us forgot to put his phone on silent. In the middle of the service, he got a call, and he tried to silence the ringer but didn't know how to do it. So he put the phone between his legs, tried to keep it quiet, but it kept ringing for 2 minutes.
From his crotch.
I've seen that move. Tyler said, yeah, I want to call out the Tinder date for a booty call gone wrong. I had a Tinder date the other day, and she told me to come over at 2 a.m., and then when I got there, she's like, yeah, I just want you to watch me sleep. So I took her fish. Thanks.
What?
Oh.
No, that's from the one we had earlier. Think he's kidding.
He's kidding?
Yeah.
But that would have answered some questions that we had.
Right. We think he's kidding.
Hey, what do you know? A couple positive call-em-outs. Natasha said, I want to call you out for doubling my paycheck on Friday. It was an amazing experience. From my call-in with Nikki to all my emails with the prize team. You guys do such a great job there. Thank you for that. Also, a call-em-out for the Florida Panthers. Got their 10th win in a row against Detroit yesterday, 6-1. They whooped on them. The Heat also whooped on the Hawks. So, great day for Miami sports yesterday.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, this is certainly fascinating dirt, if it's true. An anonymous source who claims to have been at the Beckham Peltz wedding last weekend on Palm Beach Island is talking details about how these two families don't seem to like each other very much. Now,
really?
The Peltzes are super duper wealthy. But the Beckhams are wealthy too, but they're not as wealthy as the Peltzes.
Right.
And the Beckhams are celebrities. The Peltzes are not. They have a massive estate where the wedding took place, right there on Palm Beach Island. And apparently they had secured Mark Anthony to come and sing at the wedding and give a speech. But I guess the Beckhams have the relationship with Mark Anthony because when he got up there to give a speech, he didn't mention Nicola or the Peltzes or anybody. In fact, he dedicated the song to Victoria Beckham, who is not the bride.
Okay.
I mean, that is so rude to dedicate the song to the mother of the groom and then mention her in the speech, mentioned nothing about the bride or her family at all. So the bride gets all upset
Yeah.
Because it's all about Victoria Beckham, not about her on her
Right.
wedding day
Okay.
that Daddy paid for.
Daddy!
Daddy, they're not talking about me, Daddy. And apparently, according to this source, she went running out of the wedding, crying.
Wow.
And did not come back until the after party. Like, she was gone.
Dang. How about that?
How
okay.
much you think he pulled in for playing at that wedding, if you had to guess?
I don't know. Sometimes they do it for their friends for free.
Yeah.
And it's their gift. And they know that, hey, I'm Mark Anthony. I got to stay on the good side of the Beckhams. I live in Miami. They live in Miami. We're bros, you know.
Right. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, how much are these artists getting paid? 'Cause I heard Bruno Mars was there. Did he get paid? He did how much for his performance?
If I ever get married and I wanted you to perform at the wedding, you're charging that's my gift, right? You ain't charging
I would
me.
never charge you to perform at your wedding. And I'm going to lay it all out.
Oh, I know. I want you to have some Kahlua in you. You're better when you're a little toasty when you're singing.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about Nicola Peltz. I mean, obviously her dad is a multiple billionaire and all that kind of stuff. But we had received a text from somebody who said, my spouse used to be a personal security guard for her and the family, and she was not a very nice girl. So my husband was miserable working for the dad, and watching how Nicola, the daughter, treated them all was tough. So who knows?
Do you think they're at the level where they give each other nicknames, like "What's up, Peltsy"? Or are they not that kind of? They're so rich they don't even do nicknames in their family.
You can't call her Peltsy. You
can't?
No. She will probably get you fired if you call her Peltsy. It just sounds like, I don't know, these two families definitely, from what this story is saying, don't like each other.
Okay.
That's according to this one source that claims to have been at the wedding. But again, this could be a rumor. This could be completely made up.
Did anybody else go and like to be another anonymous source? Let us know.
Yes. If you were there, maybe you were working and you were serving cheese and you want to be on the DL. We never reveal our sources.
And we don't care if they're even right.
But I guarantee you, everybody that was working signed an NDA or whatever that thing is, where you can't talk about it.
Right.
Do you think they made them do the Dave Chappelle, where everyone had to take their cell phone and put it in a locker?
They had said for the meal on Friday, because they did a dinner on Friday night, they did take everybody's cell phone and locked them up in plastic baggies. And
that means Peltsy doesn't trust anybody, doesn't trust everybody in their circle.
Well, that was just it. They didn't want any of this kind of stuff getting out. And this came from one of those type places where it looked like somebody was trying to talk without being identified because they know they would probably get sued. So.
Those are the best kind of sources.
Yeah.
Where people like talk off the record and they won't tell you who they are. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite kind of sources.
Yep.
DaBaby is apparently not going to be in as much trouble as we had originally thought. Now, this video of DaBaby and his friends roughing up somebody in the bowling alley. They got into a big brawl. And it's all on video, and DaBaby's like punching the guy in the head, and the guy's on the ground. And it's on the bowling lane, and if you've ever stepped onto one of those things, they grease them up.
It's tough. It's tough to get a good footing.
Everybody's like trying to beat this guy up, but they're slipping and falling. It's kind of an awesome video.
That'd be a fun challenge. You have to try to box each other in socks.
Can you fight?
Yeah.
On the bowling alley lane that's all greased up. But the victim in the fight, I guess, is now not cooperating with the police. And so DaBaby may get away with the bowling alley beatdown.
Oh, okay.
The victim has had a change of heart. He no longer wants to press charges or tell what happened. He's like gone very silent.
And it brings up an interesting question. Should there be more fighting in bowling? Does it make it more
There
fun?
definitely should be.
And Snoop Dogg is talking here a little bit about why he pulled Death Row music off of a streaming platform.
First thing I did was snatch all the music off of those platforms traditionally known to people, because those platforms don't pay. And those platforms get millions and millions and millions of streams, and nobody gets paid other than the record labels. So what I wanted to do was snatch my music off, create a platform which is something sort of similar to Amazon, Netflix, Hulu. It'll be a Death Row app. Go to Spotify right now and look up Death Row music. See how much you can find. We don't play.
We don't play.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that there's a lot of people kind of feel that way about it.
Well, if you have all that music out there and you're getting no money from it, that's not cool either. There's got to be.
You're the artist.
Yeah.
You should be getting the most money, right?
You should be. Yeah. They're promoting your music. Your music's on there, but you also created the music. There needs to be a fair deal there.
Yes. We look at it from the angle of the artist because Jay Bird is the VMK and he's the artist. And so we take his side. And finally, everybody's annoyed with Jerry O'Connell. I used to love Jerry O'Connell.
He's on that show, The Talk, Kev.
He's the only guy, or they just added another guy. Like, normally these shows are just a panel of women.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they invited Jerry O'Connell to be a permanent host on The Talk.
He left his balls in the green room.
Not allowed on the set.
He's just, well,
Like they do people's cell phone, they put his nards in a bag and lock them away.
His balls are in a locker.
Yeah.
he takes them pandering pills, I feel.
Okay. And this is what he had to say. It's got a lot of people going off.
Well, he had Will Wheaton on, and they did Stand By Me together.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
at the time, Will Wheaton was going through some drama with his family, and there's a lot of toxic stuff going on in the kid's life at the time. But Jerry O'Connell was 11 years old at the time. He was just a kid.
11.
11, yeah. So this is what was going on.
Will, I just wanted to say, I'd heard before you talk about some of the struggles you were going through during Stand By Me, and while I was 11 at the time, that's an excuse. I do want to apologize for not being there more for you when you were younger. I mean, I want to say to the bigger picture, you never know what someone is going through when you're with them. I don't feel guilt, but I just wanted to say I'm sorry I wasn't there for you more, you know?
I deeply appreciate that. You were 11.
Right. Yeah.
It's not, I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm saying you were 11. How could you possibly have known? Also, everyone in the audience who is a trauma survivor knows this. We're real good at covering up what we're going through.
That's right.
Okay.
Cute.
Shut up, all of you.
You were 11, dude.
Shut up, all of you.
Oh, we definitely need to get an applause break. All right, tell a story.
And we'll end on that. That killed the dirt.
A lot of people, it's funny because people were fighting about that online. That's great. He spoke up. People need to speak up. Oh my gosh, he's a pandering jerk.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in your dirt.
Quick shout out to Allegra Miles. We've seen her around for years, and now she is on the American Idol, and they're doing that whole Hollywood round, I guess, where you get sent out there.
Okay.
And she's performing. I think it was on last night, and it's on again tonight. So I don't know if anybody saw her, if she was on there last night, or if it's going to be on tonight. But she's very talented. Here she is doing Adore You by Harry Styles, one of the songs she did for American Idol.
Paradise. Strawberry lipstick, state of mind. I get so lost inside those eyes. Would you believe it? But you don't have to say love me. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say you're mine. No, you don't have to say you love me. I just want to tell you something. Lately you've been on my mind.
Okay. All right, very talented girl. Go get him. She was on The Voice, too, season 18, so she's making the rounds on all the big singing shows. So we'll see. She's supposed to be in the Hollywood edition tonight. Hopefully you can see her. Hopefully she continues on and does us all proud. Allegra Miles. We're talking about local girl Allegra Miles, going to be on American Idol. She's made it to the Hollywood round. She's already done The Voice. You know, we've had people that have done that kind of stuff. We've had people who've been on the reality shows, Bachelor, Bachelorette, all those singing shows, all that kind of stuff. A lot of South Floridians have done that.
Brian Beckett.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, just one of them.
Tasty little snack.
Yeah. Well, can you think of something that you have done that not many people have? luckily we're in a kind of field where you get to do some cool things that not everybody gets to do with celebrities and such.
Your elbow was on Extra. That's pretty cool. The
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah, it was.
My first year in radio, I got to do a wrestling stunt with Hulk Hogan where he hits me
Right.
on stage, and we got into a few Hulk Hogan versus Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
That's a very big deal.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal.
Considering growing up, you loved Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know not everyone loves the Bare Naked Ladies, but the fact that me and Virginia got to sing a song with them on the guitar and
In their
in the
trailer,
Yeah.
they gave us snacks, and they were so nice.
I mean, Jason Mraz he's one of your favorites. You can go to the urn or grave knowing you sang a song with one of your all-time favorite artists. That's something a lot of people can't say.
pretty awesome.
So we've had some of those cool moments, but it's really impressive when we asked this question on the KVJ Show Facebook page. What is something you've done that not many people have? It seems like a lot of people have that kind of story. No matter what it is that you've done, you might have that unique story that you've done some point in your life that not a lot of people have. William, he said, I won $500,000 on a $5 scratch off.
Wow.
Good for you, man.
How many people can say that they've won $500,000?
Get it, William.
And did he do right by it, or did he get the lottery curse? I'd love to know.
Yeah, I think it was okay. He broke it down a little bit more in his comment about how much he had to pay in taxes and how much they took and all that. But yeah, it sounded like, they took a nice solid chunk of it, but what was left, it sounds like he's done all right.
He's texting us from under a bridge.
Oh, I mean, to think about it, you're right. After taxes, he's probably going to clear about 300 plus. That's not so much money to ruin your life unless you just got into a coke habit.
I'm going to pick this up.
Yeah.
Heather said, I competed on Jeopardy. It's kind of cool. That's a cool thing to say.
And I feel Jeopardy is at the top of the game show level. There's the Hall of Fame shows, Mount Rushmore type of show. Jeopardy would be on a Mount Rushmore.
Anybody can spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Not anybody
Right.
can get on Jeopardy. Like, you really have to have it together. They test you ahead of time.
Yeah, you can brag the most about being a Jeopardy champion over a Wheel of Fortune champion.
Totally.
I wasn't going to go in so hard on Wheel of Fortune, but yeah, I hear
It's
you.
kind of a lame game.
Cindy said, I sailed across the Atlantic Ocean.
Not many people can say that.
That's kind of a cool thing. Michael said, I rode in the Goodyear blimp in Pompano Beach.
Oh, that just gives me an anxiety attack thinking about that.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool, Bird. You're just kind of like hovering right there. It's so high.
Blimps in general freak me. I do not like a big blimp. Oh,
No.
And that's going to be the do it bitch punishment tomorrow.
I have to go on a blimp, man. That's going to be tough to get in the parking lot.
Gary said, I placed my body on another person's body that was fully engulfed in fire to suffocate the flames.
He saved your life.
Oh,
How about that?
that's a hero.
That's Gary for you there. Something he's done that not a lot of people have. Ashley said, I was 3 and my family member accidentally ran me over. It was a miracle. No tires or the undercarriage even touched me.
Oh my gosh.
How many people can say they've been run over by a car completely?
That's crazy.
I can.
Yeah?
I've been hit by a couple cars.
It ran you over?
No, I mean, it backed into me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're right. It didn't roll over my whole body like that. Their story's way cooler.
Colleen said, I survived a kidnapping attempt when I was 4. I screamed until the person dropped me.
Oh my gosh, I want so many more details about that. Was it at the mall? What year?
Go on to
Yeah.
our Facebook page. You can hit her up.
How close was your parent? Did they come running when they heard you screaming?
Do you still see his face in your dreams?
Oh, I
your
would, yeah, I'm
nightmares.
wondering. Yeah, good question. What is something you've done that not many people have? Will said, I had my neck broken by a kangaroo.
I would say you are in a very, very low percentage.
Yeah, not a lot of people can say they've had their neck broken by a kangaroo.
I feel confident that under 10 people on planet Earth right now,
Maybe.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm overshooing on that. That's so specific.
A great story.
And
that
live
is.
to tell. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes when you break your neck, that's.
Oh, I love this topic. This is fun.
It is fun. The stories are so many amazing ones on our Facebook page. TJ said he survived a violent bank robbery.
Wow.
Violent is the word.
That is. I mean, if you're in the bank, you hope the bank robbery is not violent.
And you always ask yourself, if you have a chance to take down that robber, you see that opening, do you take it?
No,
I don't know.
I don't.
Kim said, I took members of Earth, Wind, and Fire shopping at Walmart for underwear.
That's the best one out of any of them. That's so awesome.
Why didn't they have underwear?
That's a great question. I don't know. Maybe wind blew his out. I don't know.
There is a lot of people in that band.
Yeah.
That's a lot of underwear.
They've been in the studio with us before.
Yeah, I know.
There's like 18 of them.
There's it's a lot of undies.
Barbara said, I played Bible trivia with Joe Namath and I shot pool with Heather Locklear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, all kind of cool things to say. Betty said, something I've done that not many people have. I took communion with Mother Teresa.
Dang.
That's big.
Cool.
You love Mother Teresa.
I know, but every time I bring her up, someone sends me a 9-page email about why Mother Teresa was a terrible person and it was all lies and how dare you talk about her, Jay Bird, you evil man. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
I thought she was peaceful and helped the poor.
No, apparently not, huh?
I guess not.
Amanda said, I hung with Metallica and Madonna. I don't know if that was at the same time, but that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That's so much ego in one room.
That is. Tara traveled 39 countries around the world. She's been to 6 of the 7 continents.
Wow. Good for you.
I did that too at Epcot.
Beers around the world doesn't count.
I'm proud of it.
Nikki said, I was a judge at the National Pie Championships.
That is something I would love to be a part of. I'm doing the wrong things in my life.
How do you get that gig?
I know. I want that gig. I would even do that for free. That's love of the game right there.
He'll pay you.
Yes.
Yeah. So some really great stories up there. What have you done that not many people have? You can go and hit us up. Well, you're talking about the awesome thing that you've done that not many people on planet Earth can say that they have done either. A couple other texts that people sent in. Somebody said, I was able to hug Michael Jackson at his last onstage appearance.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure he doled out a lot of hugs in his lifetime, especially to the children. But, you know, I mean, how many people can say his last onstage appearance?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that listener that we have that is a backup dancer and danced for Michael Jackson?
I don't know. The text didn't come with a complete profile, but
I love it.
I
What was their high school GPA, Kevin? Did they text that in?
What's their favorite color, too?
Yeah.
I need to know, Kevin.
Did they list all of their favorite B-sides from Michael Jackson?
I'm over here trying to be a damn journalist.
I hear you're singing for your supper. I see you working.
Somebody said I was the personal guide for George Lucas at Disney, and we became friends. This was at the opening for Disney in France, in Paris, and we hit it off so much that he invited me to come by the Skywalker Ranch when I was in town.
So he seems like a nice guy to me. I've seen him. He's definitely eccentric a bit. And he's out there, but I think he's a cool guy.
Okay.
If you can get through those Star Wars walls.
Right.
Because he's probably so used to people dorking out about, hey, so did Reno shoot first with Han Solo? He's probably like, guys, I can't.
Right.
Maybe you don't talk about Star Wars.
But then I think he does want to talk about Star Wars.
Well, you let him decide where the conversation goes.
I'm with you.
You just kiss his ass on every topic.
Somebody else texted in and said, yeah, both my friends made out with Peyton Manning in 2008 at Carson's Tavern.
Wow.
Sadly, phones weren't that big back then, so we got no video proof.
2008?
2008, yeah.
So,
the timeline.
What name was that again?
That was Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
That's funny.
Why? You got a Peyton Manning story?
You made out with Peyton Manning in 2008?
No. I heard a story myself.
Really?
About, again, I want to make, this was rumors and this was hearsay, but I heard the same thing from somebody that did the same got the same story in MO with Peyton Manning.
What town did
West
it go
Palm
to?
Beach.
In West Palm.
Yeah, at least that's what they told me.
Okay.
I don't know how real it is, Kevin.
Okay, we'll see. I think he's been married since 2001. So
I don't have dates. I don't have timelines.
Yeah,
I just got stories.
That's
Virginia.
just the claims. Just the claims.
It's odd that I have a story and then someone texted that in, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We need more proof.
We need more proof.
Okay. All right. Also got people that sent in some stories, too, on things that they've done that not many people have on our free 97.9 WRMF app using the mic drop feature. Listen to this.
back in the 1900s, between like roughly 1974 and 1981, I was a marijuana smuggler, and I hauled, between 1974 and 1981, hauled approximately 100 tons of redbud Columbia out of the swamps of Louisiana off the shrimp boats.
That guy's got Ader's dealer voice. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Shrimp boat.
Yeah.
Cocaine boat, pot boat.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And listen to this story here.
My name is Melody. Something that I've done that not most have is I actually died and was resuscitated. So when my son was born, I was dead. He was brought out, then they started me back up, I guess. 8:44 he was born, 8:44 I coded, 8:46 I was brought back.
Whoa.
That is my story of not many people have done that. I gave birth while dead.
That is awesome. I'm gonna dive deeper into that on the Weird One Over podcast. That's amazing.
How about that?
I'll write that down.
You don't realize, how much stuff can go wrong when you're giving birth. And remember the story that the Williams sister was telling last week about how she had a clot and it traveled to her lungs, and she was telling them, look, something's not right, I can't breathe. And they were like, no, you're fine, you're going to bust your stitches. Stop complaining, stop coughing. And she's like, no, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And finally, they took her serious, but I think it happens during childbirth where women can die.
But the good thing is, though, most of the time things go the right way, and the medical stuff is good. Just in case someone's going to labor right now and they're hearing this, like, oh my gosh.
Thanks, KVJ.
Yeah, I know. I don't want them to freak out.
I was already worried.
Well, it used to be something, before modern medicine really kicked in, that, you just never knew how many women died of child labor, back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Then you get breech?
Breech means it's the baby's facing the wrong way.
That happened to my oldest sister. She came out the wrong way. My mom said it was awful. It was a rough. It was a rough pregnancy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They sometimes they try to turn the baby while the baby's in your belly still.
I feel like that was a 70s thing though. They still the breech still happens a lot.
I don't know.
What do they do when that happens? They just put a stick up there and try to move it around?
No. I've seen them try to physically turn the baby on the mommy's tummy.
Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
Okay. Saw an interesting TikTok video from over the weekend. There's this girl, Amber Smith, that has gone viral after talking about having a first date at a Target in Des Moines. Okay. She said the weather wasn't great for a walk, and by going into a Target, it gave them lots of things to talk about that provided cool ways to learn more about each other faster than if they just went on a regular dinner date.
A guy from Hinge asked me on a date, and here we are. This is where he wanted to go. So I'm here.
Okay, Target.
I get it. I totally understand. Because you can people watch. There's items to talk about.
She said they went to the shoe section, and I saw some nice hiking boots, and we talked about our interests in hiking. And then in the toy aisle, we would point out games that we both loved as kids. And she said, look, if he'd, it just really kind of gave us a way to connect, and there were a lot of things to talk about. If you're sitting at a dinner, sometimes the conversation can run out and then it gets awkward, but we didn't run out of things to talk about in a Target.
First dates, you should always have an activity you can go to if the conversation does dry up. Oh, look at that goat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need some kind of stimulus to drive conversation. Otherwise, it is tougher if you're just sitting there looking at each other.
Well, there's sometimes you meet somebody and you connect instantly. Not even if it's a romantic thing. There's just no lull in the conversation. And then there's other times where it's like picking prickers out of your butt.
I'd like to watch you do that. That'd be a fun video.
That'd be a fun date, actually.
I'll bring the cactus.
Yes. She did say that if he'd asked me to go to Walmart, I would have probably objected. To me, Target is a step above. Dang.
It is.
Well, I mean, come on, Kev. That's universal knowledge. Although you'll have a lot to talk about at Walmart.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we're asking people the weirdest place that they had a great date, surprisingly. And it went off. Megan had a great date at a funeral.
I can see that.
Really?
Okay.
I think it's more about a personality thing, and it's somebody who's able to roll with the punches. If you're high maintenance, keep walking.
I would not do a funeral. The ones that I go to that I have to go to, I'm uncomfortable at. As soon as one person starts crying, I immediately start crying.
How was the food spread there? You know what I mean? After.
Okay.
Was it good food?
Just after seeing dead people, I'm not in the mood to eat. But
yeah, let's put the buffet next to the casket.
I always eat so much more after the funeral.
Yeah, okay.
We all grieve differently.
Okay. Ashley said the haunted Gulfstream Hotel in Lake Worth Beach, so awesome. Is that the one that's right by Bryant Park that right now is kind of closed down, up for refurbishment? It's been there forever?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I
It
don't know if
didn't
I go
look
on that
open.
thing now. Yeah.
We were just there for Pride Fest. It did not look open.
I'll tell you what was fun, but I mean, it kind of seems fun. It was a first date, and I went on bingo, and we had a fun time. But there was an activity to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's just a lot of really great date ideas that, hey, maybe you think everything's got to be a nice dinner or this or that. And that could be the worst idea for a date.
Dinner can be awkward. All of a sudden, you guys order some hummus or something. Now you got hummus in your tooth.
Mm-hmm. Gregory said, weirdest place I had a great date, an abandoned phosphorus mine and a cemetery late at night.
I get it because it's weird and it's different.
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of creepy. If he wants to go to like these creepy places, an abandoned mine, I'm going to think he's there to kill me.
You're too soft to quest that.
Yeah, I'm not going on an abandoned mine.
I would say probably stay away from the word abandoned on your first date.
Yeah.
Or the cemetery. That's creepy too.
But I can see somebody being in the macabre kind of a world going, oh, that'd be cool.
Not at night. Don't go. He's going to murder you.
Luke said his great date was at Alcatraz.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's a cool date. And the whole wharf area there in San Francisco is beautiful.
Oh.
So that'd be a great place for a date, actually.
This history dork over here would love it.
Oh, Kevin would love it.
Yeah, been there. I do love it. It's great. Yeah, this dork's already been there.
Can't wait to go back.
Yeah. Katie said in high school he brought me to a square dance, and I've never done that before.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, those are really some good ideas. So if you're looking for something a little different and weird that might be an awesome date, go to the KVJ Show Facebook page.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the Wacked Out News. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the Wacked Out News. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, it's a little Easter fun that apparently got a bit out of hand. They say a parent dressed up as the Easter Bunny and started handing out eggs filled with candy. But apparently that wasn't the only thing that the parent was handing out. The parent also was handing out some condoms. And the problem is this was to elementary school children.
Oh.
Yeah. It was in Austin, Texas, and they're trying to figure out, okay, why is the Easter Bunny handing out condoms to these young children? They think it actually could have all been an accident. Now, the parent is a pharmacist who was taking part in a safe sex clinic while dressed in a bunny suit. Because bunnies, I guess, hump like rabbits. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe, I don't know.
okay. Hump like rabbits.
I like how you came to that conclusion.
Maybe. It's just a guess.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Afterward, they went to go pick up their second grade student from school, and they decided to hand out some candy in the costume. But then the parent wasn't expecting this for whatever reason to get mobbed by a bunch of kids, and called her husband to bring more candy-filled eggs, saying, oh my gosh, hurry up, bring some more candy. Well, her husband brought the wrong eggs, brought the ones that she'd used for the demonstration, and so she starts handing out these eggs with condoms in it. Chaos ensues, and then the parents are opening up the eggs and being like, it's so twisted, and so they get a hold of Gullet Elementary there in Austin.
Gullet.
And now they're having to review their safety protocols to ensure that the Easter Bunny doesn't hand out condoms again.
It almost sounds as you're watching a TV show, a wacky TV show, go, this is so stupid, this would never happen in real life.
This is so Three's Company.
Yeah, let me guess. Oh, the bunny slipped on a banana peel at the end.
Yeah, anytime you see the bunny doing anything odd, it's just it's just kind of weird. I don't know if you guys saw the video. I like this. In fact, I'm not sure if it's new, but I always like the video of the Easter Bunny kicking the crap out of that shirtless guy.
Yes. That is a great video.
Yeah.
That bunny is throwing down.
It's on KVJ TV if you've not seen it. I mean, look at that. That bunny is like going after it.
Well,
like
you're
guy's
bulletproof.
The guy's down and the bunny is still beating the crap out of that guy.
I mean, try punching that mass. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt the bunny.
No, not at all.
You are going to hurt your hand.
You're going to hurt your hand hard.
Yeah. Oh, this is a tough one. How embarrassing. 2 Arizona public school leaders who work on diversity and inclusion efforts accused a black DJ at a school fundraiser of being in blackface. He was not. It was his natural color.
Oh.
And they're like, you need to take that blackface off. And he's like, I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Want to get away?
I was just going to say, want to get away.
That is a want to get away.
As they're taking the wet wipe to his face, they're like, oh man, that stuff's on there good.
I don't even know how you, like, what do you do? I think you have to run out.
You have to leave and quit.
You need to sprint out of this.
Find a new job.
That's so insensitive what you're doing there. What? Don't even try that blackface with me.
Wow.
How God made me. There's another woman that protested chicken killing at a Minnesota Timberwolves game. Don't know if you saw this interesting video. This one actually chained herself to a hoop stand. And they had to stop the game to break free the chains. And then they had to carry this woman out of the basketball game. It was pretty crazy. I don't know if you didn't see it, there's a little bit of the video of them carrying her out of the game after she'd fully chained herself. And here's the crazy thing. In a previous protest, there was a person that had made their way onto the court and glued their hand to the floor. That's like the new way of protesting. Remember somebody did that last week at a city council meeting? They come in and they super glue their hand to a desk or to the court, and they had to go out there and get the, whatever it is, the solution.
The anti-sticky stuff.
Yeah. So that's how they're protesting these days.
I'll keep that in the back of my mind if I want to make a point. I'll super glue the old hand. I'm going to do my butt cheeks.
I dare you to super glue your hand to Suits' face.
I'm doing my butt cheeks.
Oh, your own hands to your own butt?
No, I'm going to super glue my butt to the place. So if you got,
I see. They can't kick you
well,
out.
there's many. We can do this many different ways, Virginia.
Another problem at a school, if they're not getting condoms in the eggs, they're getting tequila. 5 kindergartners accidentally drank tequila during snack time at a school in Michigan. One of the kids had apparently brought some pre-mixed Jose Cuervo margaritas, and some of the kids thought it was just juice. So they are plowing it down.
That snack time was turnt.
He claims she drunk 4 to 5 sips. She feel like a little woozy. She's a little dizzy when we went in there with the principal. We asked her, was she okay? How did she feel? She said a little dizzy. She said the girl poured it in her cup and she drank it, and then the girl ended up telling her what it was. So she went to the teacher and told the teacher that it's liquor in this cup, and the teacher gave her like a funny face. I'm not sure if they short-staffed or whatever, but, you know, it shouldn't have happened.
Wow. Okay.
Nap time was 7 hours that day.
Oh, they should have. And what a statement this is on the U.S. school system. A former Army sergeant was working as a teacher at a school, but he says the stress and violence got so bad that he'd rather be redeployed to Iraq than go back to the classroom.
Wow.
Iraq is easier than American schools.
That says a lot.
Dang. Last week, the wheels on a school bus in Michigan were going round and round until they came off. Apparently, some middle schoolers were on the bus at the time, and the wheels just fell off the bus. Fortunately, nobody was hurt.
Oh, my gosh. It's horrifying.
What a song that is, huh? How funny is this? A fugitive escaped from police in Ohio last week, and oddly enough, he got away by stealing a Ford Escape from the parking lot.
It is the perfect getaway car.
And amazingly, he's still on the loose.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
The car did what it promised.
Well, he's been on the land for a bit then.
Oh, yeah. It delivers. No doubt. There's a man in Kentucky that told his boss he didn't want a birthday party because it would make him have a panic attack, and they surprised him anyway with a party party. Guess what? He had a panic attack and he sued the boss, and a jury just gave him $450,000.
This is a real thing for some people. They are so anxious and scared of parties. They don't like the attention. It makes them mentally distraught.
Dang.
It's a real thing, a condition almost.
I get it. I love everybody else's birthday, but I hate when like everybody's singing to you for yours and you're just sitting there and you're like, everybody's looking at you. It's just like,
And sometimes as parties can go wrong, especially if you don't like those kind of gatherings and a lot of fuss around you, they can turn south.
Oh, yeah. Got a couple world records here. Ramiro Alanis of Riverview, Florida, got the Guinness World Record when he went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home 292 different times in theaters.
Yeah, I failed. I couldn't finish it.
Timber couldn't get through it once. He did it 200.
You said you didn't like it.
I'm already getting Spider-Man fans yelling at me. Look, I didn't like it. I don't know what to tell you.
The rules are he had to sit in his seat with his attention on the screen for the entire film, including the credits. He wasn't allowed to look at his phone or take bathroom breaks during the showings. And he spent about $3,400 on tickets to get the attempt.
All of these watching something in a long period of time, I'm not overly impressed with it because you're able to get up and take a 5-minute break. You're able to go to the bathroom. I mean, who can't sit and watch? If you have nothing to do and you're going for a world record, you could sit on your ass and watch something for a long time.
You're lazy. You win.
Yeah.
I mean, are you impressed with that? Does it show you've got the fortitude to go through
to me, it's unreal. I mean, the fact that, you can't take the bathroom break, you can't use your phone, you got to sit there and look at it, and 292 times, and you're going to invest $3,400. Yeah, but it's to me of the lower quality of Guinness World Records because it's not necessarily a skill or something. It's amazing. You just sit. You're right.
It's not impressive to watch that video.
Well, it'd be impressive too if you actually, and I know they would never sanction this, but you didn't go to the bathroom. You weren't allowed to eat. You just sat there for the whole time and you watched it that many times.
Like say in a popcorn box.
Exactamundo. Ain't no 5-minute break there.
And just to let you know, we have the oldest Chihuahua in the world here in South Florida in Green Acres.
Aww.
The Chihuahua's name is Toby Keith. And it is the oldest dog living at the age of 21 years and 66 days. Gisela Shore adopted Toby Keith from a shelter when he's only a few months old. And now he's 21 years old, so you could actually buy him a shot. He's old enough to drink.
You buy him a shot and that kills him.
Oh, that'd be tough though. Yeah, maybe don't do that.
If that dog could talk though, if you really could sit down and say, "What? You're 21 years. What are your thoughts on it all?"
It's crazy.
I'm not
sure
high.
The dog, yeah.
I swear I'm not high.
You sound like it. Sound very high.
He's talking to Chihuahuas again.
Yeah. I say Chihuahuas typically live to be 12 to 18 years old. So there you go. Yeah, ours had a good long life.
Good for you, Toby Keith.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is kind of tough. You're dating an influencer, which, you thought was kind of awesome, but now you're thinking you need to dump your influencer girlfriend. How do you go about doing it? Now, here's the ins and outs in this email we got. It says, my girlfriend's an influencer. She's kind of small time. She's not a major level, but, enough where she's got a pretty solid and loyal following on Instagram. We've been together for about 4 months, and I was always kind of insecure about it because she's the kind of person that's posting a lot of bikini photos, and everybody's commenting on how hot she is and things like that. And it was kind of rough and, tough to get used to at first. So I did something I probably shouldn't have, but with my insecurity, I convinced a friend of mine to send her a DM. Well, they wound up messaging each other back and forth for a few days before he offered to fly her to his place for unprofessional reasons.
Oh.
And guess what? She accepted.
Oh.
But here I am now stuck on how to break up with somebody who I know, given the chance, is going to easily cheat on me. Do I tell her what I did? And then I'll have to admit that, okay, I set you up and all this kind of stuff. Or do I just admit to my trap, or do I just break it off for another reason? How would you handle this?
I think you have to break it off for another reason, because if you break it off for this, she's going to say, I wasn't going to really do it. I was just going to get the money and then leave. She's going to have an excuse because the cheating is not really going to happen with your friend. Like, you're not going to be able to follow through and really put her to the test.
Mm-hmm.
You got to break up with her, but you can't do it for that reason.
Okay, so there's no doubt that this is a breakup.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how to.
Oh, it's definitely a breakup.
You just tell her, look, I've fallen out of love. I'm moving on. I'm so sorry.
Now, there may be one thing to think about here because KJ in the KVJ TV chat room said, I follow very few influencers on social media, but all three I follow went through breakups. And they said that the people who followed them then started DMing their ex almost immediately trying to get a hookup. So it actually may work out really well for this guy. If he's known to be the boyfriend and all of a sudden it's over because people want to pick up the influencer's, I guess, trash. They'd be like, oh, I'll be happy to take him.
Has he been on her social media?
If not, that's what you need to do. You need to somehow get on her social media. And so when it's over, then all these other girls that follow her would be like going, hey, he's single now.
It's always a tricky, dicey situation when you are really falling for somebody or you're trying to have a relationship and they're sought after a lot. They have options. The social media person, they're always having people DM them. Not a lot of people can handle that. So you're going to have to ask yourself some questions. Can I handle that? Probably not.
Is it always a bad idea to play into your insecurities and set traps like this?
I don't find it. I
don't know. I mean, this guy got some information that he really kind of needed to know. I mean,
but she hadn't given. It didn't sound like she'd given him anything to that point where he was justified to set this trap. He just was insecure with how many people were commenting and liking her photo.
My goal in life is to live a peaceful life. And if I'm in a situation where I feel the need, I need to be setting traps to find someone out there, I'm going to get out of that situation because I am not at that point ready for a relationship. Yeah, I'm not. What's the point of being on this rock if you're going to be all paranoid?
Constantly being suspicious and paranoid, it destroys you, the person that is, setting traps, trying to find out, snooping around. Like, you shouldn't want that for yourself.
If you're setting traps, I don't know if you should be in a relationship. Something's clearly wrong.
Does he sound lame if he's like, hey, look, honestly, I'm not comfortable with what you do and it's creating insecurities and I
thought I could handle it.
And
I was wrong.
Does that sound lame to just be honest and say that?
No.
The truth will set you free. No one's out. Look, you can go to bed at night when you tell the truth. Okay. I'm not saying you have to give every detail.
I wouldn't get into the fact that you set a trap for her and all that because that just makes it messy. Yeah. You can just say, look, I can't handle it. I thought I could, but I can't.
Okay. Then that's how you do it. Get in, get out. Boom. Well, I got a whole bunch of interesting averages here for you. I just want to see if you know if you are average or not. Is KVJ average or not? Okay. What do you think about this? Virginia Jaybird ate 29 pounds of ice cream last year. 29 pounds of ice cream last year Jaybird ate. Is that amount below or above average?
I feel like that's above.
That's above average. That's a lot of ice cream.
That's a lot of ice cream.
Okay, you're going to go above average on that?
I don't know, though. 29.
29 pounds of ice cream.
So that's what, the size of two of Rocco's legs?
Rocco weighs like 50 pounds.
Yeah, you know what? That's okay. I'm glad we're doing that. Then that's less than. I could eat more than Rocco body of ice cream.
You could eat an ice cream Rocco.
In a year, easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we say that that's a low number, Kevin.
Yeah, it's if you did 29 pounds, that's above average.
Oh, it's above average.
It's above.
It's above average.
That's a long way of wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys started off right and then you started talking and then it got...
He talked me out of it, sir.
And they got really bad.
I had the right answer until I talked to you.
Yeah. We started off great and then we started to think.
Yep.
Remind me not to get you to coach me for any kind of testing.
The average is 13 pounds a year. 13 pounds.
I'm eating Rocco size ice cream.
Yeah. Whoever's just eating 13, you don't love ice cream like we love ice cream.
Like 13 pounds would be a baby Rocco. I'm eating way more of an infant size Rocco.
That's like a little bit bigger than a newborn. I could eat a newborn ice cream in one sitting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Virginia, because you listened to Jaybird, you got that one wrong.
It's okay. We die together, we fly together.
I love it.
Okay, Jay Bear, how about this? What do you think about this? Is KVJ average? Virginia farts 19 times a day. Does she fart below or above the national average?
That's above. I believe the national average is 11.
Okay.
She's above.
It's a good guess. She is above. Average is 15.
15, okay.
Yeah. So Virginia is an above average farter.
I have a question. So when it comes to that, what would constitute a fart? Even if it's just like a quick, like little
If
soft
air
one?
escapes your behind.
Okay. Doesn't have to make any sound or smell.
Come here, let me show you.
No, you're up there.
It's not going to just escape.
Put on this blindfold and open up and say, ah.
Oh, man.
Okay, Virginia, what do you think about this? Suits generates 3 pounds of garbage every year. Is that amount below or above average?
That's below.
That is below, yeah.
Yeah.
The average person generates about 4.5 pounds of garbage every day.
Wow.
Every day?
Every day, every year.
I think it says here, I think every day, but yeah, maybe it's, I don't know.
That feels really low for the year. It's got to be day.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it is every day.
I am
4.5 pounds every day.
I'm a trashy hooker.
Yeah.
I have so much trash. Now, a lot of it I put in the recycle. I do recycle, but I make a lot of trash.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really ashamed of it sometimes too. When I look at my garbage, I'm like, gosh, man.
If everybody is throwing away the amount of stuff that I'm throwing away, what the hell?
Yeah.
I am trashy.
Yeah, people think I live with a family of 8.
Yeah.
I live by myself. I lead the league in trash.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you think about this one here, Jay Bird? Virginia saved all her saliva that she produced in a month, and it filled up 82-liter bottles. Is her saliva production below or above average? 82-liter bottles in a month.
Now, you know mama's moist.
And I know 2-liter bottles very well.
Yeah. Is Virginia below or above average in her saliva production?
She's above.
She is above average, yes. Wow. The average person could fill up 23 2-liter bottles every month.
Yeah, you're up in the 80 mark.
I am. My dentist told me I have overachieving saliva glands. Whenever they put those little pieces of cotton in there while they're working on you, I soak through them in a matter of seconds.
Now you're just bragging.
I'm wet.
Do you, when you are hungry and you think about something delicious, does your mouth get wet? Like real wet? You can feel it dripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's always that way.
I get that way too. With Kevin was talking about something on the show earlier today, and I could feel my mouth get wet.
What was when we were talking about Kevin's booty?
No, I think we're talking about
Getting wet.
He salivates over that booty.
I think we're talking about subs or something.
Okay. All right, next up, what do you think here, Virginia? Is KVJ average. Jaybird spends 20 minutes a day reading Bigfoot Digest. 20 minutes a day.
Is Bigfoot writing Bigfoot Digest? That's amazing.
Could be.
Oh, Bigfoot erotica? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. His mouth's getting wet again.
What gets you wetter, Kevin's booty or Bigfoot Digest?
Bigfoot Digest.
Erotica, yeah.
Bigfoot erotica.
Is that amount below or above average for pleasure reading? What do you think? 20 minutes a day. Is that below or above average, Virginia?
I mean, I think it's above average.
Okay, it is above average, yeah. The average is 10 minutes. 10 minutes a day.
They really say if you read from a legit book for 10 minutes a day, it changes your whole life, Virginia.
I don't have time to sit down and pleasure read.
You don't, huh?
I wish I did. You know, one of my neighbors did something so smart. Instead of buying his kid a car, he gave his car to his kid, and now he Ubers to and from work, and he just doesn't have a car. But he said it gives him so much time in the car to get productivity done, emails and reading. And I'm like, oh, that's brilliant.
I wish I could read in a car. I can't.
Oh, it makes you dizzy?
Vertigo galore. And it drops me.
Wow.
I can't text in a car.
Really?
Yeah, I got bad vertigo, homie.
Old man over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. I'm weak and feeble.
All right, Jaybird, what do you think about this? Denny's let's say when he was 34 years old, had $1,000 saved for his retirement. Is he below or above average for that age?
Below.
You're going to say that he is below. He actually is above average.
Wow.
66%, a majority of millennials have $0 saved for retirement. 66%. So if he's got 1,000, it's not awesome, but he's above average.
Wow.
How about that? They say what is right. You should have 1,000 times your age. So if you're 34, you should have $34,000 saved for retirement at that point.
That's the formula.
I guess that's the formula. Yeah, your age 1,000 times.
I like that formula better than I saw another one, and it didn't seem right to me. The numbers seemed off. I like Kevin's better.
Okay. All right, final one for you, Virginia, is KVJ average. Jaybird paid $345,000 for his new house. Is that below or above the average for Palm Beach County?
I think that is below the average for Palm Beach County.
You are correct, yeah.
It's staggering to say that out loud.
Yeah.
Because that is a lot of money.
I found out there was a house I almost got before I got this house, and I was going. It was going for, I think, $330. Okay, and
you didn't want it.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't want it. So what ended up happening? I just found out how much they're asking for it now. Same house, $580.
No way,
yeah, dude. They're jumping like crazy.
Yeah. In my neighborhood, I can't believe it. I could not afford my house. If I went to go get financed for my house today, I could not buy my own house.
I think I know your situation. It's changed a lot for the good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's scary too. Like I have no options. That's weird.
It's up 26.7% year over year in Palm Beach County. The median price now is $455,000.
Is that going to go down, or is that just the new standard? I know the bubble's going to. I keep hearing about this bubble.
Is there a bubble?
But when that bubble bursts, is it going to go down, but maybe not that much? Is it just a new thing that's set?
It might be around for years, they're saying. Could be around for years. Because it's kind of a different dynamic than what we had before, because there are legit a lot of people from New York City with a lot of money that are moving here, and they're buying houses with cash.
Yeah, that's what happened in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
The same model house that I bought now sold for like $200,000 more, $300,000 more than we paid. And the guy paid cash.
Yeah.
Just came in, boom, here's cash. Like, whoa, what do these people do?
Yeah. All right, final one here. Jaybird. Virginia's had sex with 14 people in her life. Is her number below or above average?
Man. I feel like we throw it around more here on the East Coast. So I'm kind of, I got East Coast numbers in my head over here.
It's Florida. We're wearing less clothes.
Yeah. I from what I understand, the pandemic, after people are humping like rabbits, to your point.
Yeah.
I think that is below average.
Below average? You are correct, Bird.
Wow, look at you.
Average for women is 19.
Look, it's 2022.
Yeah.
I know some people.
Are you suggesting I get out there and up my number, Kev?
Yes, you haven't worked hard enough, Virginia.
Are you disappointed in my performance?
You're below average, Virginia. Jeez, we thought you were going to be thrown around a lot more.
Could you imagine being on the radio and reading that stat in 1958?
What? Yeah, what?
Everybody's number was 1.
Yeah. Well, talking about those crazy median home prices in Palm Beach County in South Florida, $455,000.
Ooh, doggy.
Everything we found out last week is a little bit more expensive, 8.5% on average. Some things more expensive than others. Trying to bring the price of gas down a bit.
I saw the racetrack here in front of us. It's $3.99. It hasn't been in the threes for a while.
Did any of those lot lizards try to get at you?
No.
Lot hey.
I move quick when I'm at that racetrack, or you will be in a conversation with a lot lizard.
I always get taken down by a lot lizard.
Hey, you got $2 I can borrow? Well, when am I going to see you again to get it back? First of all, it's not borrow, hooker. I know, I'm just giving it as a gift.
That's it. You got to move fast.
You do have to move fast.
Here's kind of the weird thing, though. The state average for Florida is $4 a gallon. And that's below the national average, which is 409. But in Palm Beach County, they got the average at 423 right now. So if you're getting under $4 at that racetrack, that's a really good deal for Palm Beach County.
I do watch, and I notice that your racetracks and your Wawas, they tend to have the lowest price. And nowadays, you have to look. You can't just pull it. You pull into a gas station in Tequesta, you might accidentally pay $4.60 a gallon, which some crook up there is actually charging.
And you accidentally might hit an old person. There's a lot of old people in Tequesta campus.
There are.
You go a little bit further north, St. Lucie County is at $4 a gallon, so they're at the state average there.
The pizzle.
Yeah, but other counties a little bit more expensive. But if you look, even in Palm Beach County, you can find it for a better price. But it's always been a thing. I mean, I remember going way back. Gas prices got high there, 10, 15 years ago. When was it you did the gas jam, Jaybird?
2008.
2008.
I don't even think half these gas stations in the song exist anymore.
Yeah.
They're vintage now.
Yeah, this is a throwback Value Meal Killer song. If you hadn't heard it before, it's called the Gas Jam.
We're about to get angry. We're about to get mean. We're about to get medieval on the gasoline. Chevron Mobile Texaco. Why you gotta keep taking all my dough? SBP Amoco. Are we gonna pay your prices? Hell no. Chevron Mobile Texaco. Why you gotta keep taking all my dough? SBP Amoco. Are we gonna pay your prices? Hell no. AV&K, can we borrow some cash? No, I'm broke. I spend it all on gas. We cry together. We die together. Gas prices make us strive together. When I was a kid, gas was 89 cents. Now gas costs more than paying the rent. Somebody's getting rich off all this gas. Let me find who it is so I can kick their ass. Aliens are laughing at us. Cause we can't drive, we gotta take the bus. Whoever made these prices should be banished. AV&K ripped the mic in Spanish. Taco Marcus and Disco La Vida. But they're gonna tell about a go gasolina. Oh, I'm so mad cause now I gotta get a ride from my dad. Chevron Mobile Texaco. Why you gotta keep taking all my dough? SBP Amoco. Are we gonna pay your prices? Hell no. Chevron Mobile Texaco. Why you gotta keep taking all my dough? SBP Amoco. Are we gonna pay your prices? Hell no. Lottie Dottie, I can't drive nobody. I use my bicycle when I pick up a hottie. Uncle Sam, hear my plea. I can't even afford Mickey D's. Lottie Dottie, I can't drive nobody. I use my bicycle when I pick up a hottie. Uncle Sam, hear my plea. I can't even afford Mickey D's. Oh, hell nah! I said hell nah! I'm up in the microphone booth, spitting that truth. I wish I could use Mountain Dew as fuel. Yo, gas gougers, I'm challenging you to a duel.
Okay, there you go. The Gas Jam. You can actually hear that live. It is going to be performed at the Value Meal Killer on stage at noon at your Crawfish Fest at the Abacoa downtown on Saturday.
I don't know if you saw during that song, but Virginia, that's the song her and her friends are getting up on stage to dance to. She was just showing me some of her sexy moves.
Oh, yeah.
Try to keep yourself together over there. I know I was turning you on.
I'm not going to lie. It was kind of awkward watching her dance for me. I didn't like it.
Well, I looked at him, and he's looking at my crotch, and I'm like, what's going on?
Geez.
I know these hips don't lie.
Wow.
Looking at your crotch.
Yeah, you are.
Whatever.
I don't blame you. It's hot.
Good Lord. Good Lord. What is going on here?
I can't help it if I drop the sexy on you. He's trying to poke his eyes out.
Yeah. I saw this list on things that are actually better to go cheap on. We talked about things that, you just splurge on if you don't have any cash. Maybe like TP or toilet paper or whatever it might be. You got to get the good stuff. But there's actually a lot of stuff that you should not be buying the expensive version of. Like generic food. Do you know it's typically made by the same company, just packaged differently?
I've heard this before.
Yeah.
I've heard it too, but then I'll go and taste it, and it's not the same. It does taste different. Now, better, worse, better. I mean, you can debate that on every individual product, but it's not the same.
Okay. I've had a lot of generics that were pretty good. The Publix brand stuff is always awesome.
I could argue that there is some stuff, especially on the Publix level, generic style, it's better than the brand stuff.
I did a taste test with my family on Publix pasta.
Yeah.
I bought all the expensive ones, and then I bought the Publix one.
Yeah.
My whole family, blind taste test, all preferred the Publix rigatoni.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Fat Kevin the other day. I was eating one of them drumsticks. It was the ice cream drumsticks, but Publix style.
Oh, I love those, yeah.
Sometimes think the generic is a little bit sweeter, more sugar,
Okay.
more chemicals.
Just what you want.
Yes.
What do you think about the Publix frozen pizzas?
I like them. I like them.
Because
we get those. I think they're good.
I got one over the weekend. It was a deal, 2 for $7.
I like them.
Yeah.
I've been slumming it lately. I've been laying with a real dirty pizza. I've been getting down on some Elios. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's low, but baby, sometimes you just want to get in the gutter.
Okay. They say vinegar, bleach, baking soda, all are chemically identical to the expensive name brands. So don't pay for the expensive name brands. Just buy the generic of any of those.
Interesting.
It's all the same, but you save money.
Vinegar, bleach, what else?
It is vinegar, bleach, and baking soda.
Huh.
Now,
Thank you.
I noticed that too with them nuts. Buying the generic versus the brand, you can save about $1.50 on the generic, and the
Oh, really?
generic
Okay.
are delicious.
But the generic gives you a bunch of peanuts.
Peanuts is the weak ass.
They load it
The
with
weak nut.
peanuts.
It's the weak ass nut.
yeah. Also, prescription medication. The generics have to pass the same clinical trials as the name brand, so why pay for the expensive name brand stuff? You're going to pay a lot more when it comes to your prescriptions.
I feel like when I get the generic Claritin, it doesn't work as good. I don't know. Maybe it's psychosomatic.
I used to
Maybe.
think you get like a generic pain pill. You're like, no, I want the top shelf stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
If I've got pain, I spare no expense.
Things that are better to go cheap on: cards, gift bags, tissue paper. Dollar Tree has all you need for much less.
That is true. Greeting cards at the Dollar Tree, some of them are 2 for $1.
No, it's a fun game. Going to the Dollar Tree with your friends, and everyone's got to buy a present for the other person, and then you don't tell them what it is until you get in the car.
Oh, that's cute.
Fun games.
It's like a low budget version of the dating at the Target we heard
I
about.
guess, yeah.
If you're really a cheapskate,
Yeah.
take her to Dollar Tree,
There you
where
go.
everything now is $1.25.
Marry me now.
They raised the prices. It's not a Dollar Tree anymore.
And a $1.25 treat just doesn't really roll off the tongue.
It does. It's hard to say.
And they say textbooks, better to go cheap on. You can find just about every textbook out there online for free. It's crazy. I got a kid that's in college, and I'm always like, yeah, he just had to buy a textbook. It was $550.
Oh.
$550 for a book.
That's
Kevin,
ridiculous.
It would bring out the worst in me when I was in college, especially when they throw in that extra lab book. You gotta get the workbook too, which is another extra $200. I was paying
insane.
I was paying $350 back in the '90s. I
Who
can only
pays that for a
imagine.
book?
That's ridiculous.
Crazy
They,
stuff.
they do it on purpose too. They'll deliberately write something different to change the edition, so you have to.
It's the new edition.
Yeah, and you have to buy that one. It's all about money.
Okay.
Oh.
Somebody texted in and said, yeah, my girlfriend's a pharmacist, and we never buy name brand medicines.
Really?
Yeah.
I always think the name brand works better, but I guess they trick me.
If a pharmacist is into it, I mean, why not? They should know better than I do.
They should.
They should.
You'll sound like a crackhead if you go in there. I want the good stuff.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, if you want to check out KVJ TV, no matter where you are, you can just go kvjshow.tv and it'll pull it right up there for you. Easy little way to find it. And we got people from all over now checking us out. I want to give a shout out to Elmer and Michelle. They're from Houston. They just dropped in here. What up, y'all? Come on in and bring the family
They're on
in real quick.
vacation.
Yeah.
They were in the KVJ horror movie. The husband was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
He played the sales dude, the salesperson.
Will he sign my breast?
You gotta ask his wife.
Yeah. And so they just randomly found us where they lived there in Houston.
Hey, guys.
What's up,
Our
y'all?
KVJ Nationers. And
Welcome.
Come on in.
Oh, look at that. He's got a Bigfoot shirt on.
Oh, I
Elmer
love
does
it.
there.
Oh, these are all your kids, man. You're fertile.
Good.
What's up,
Hell
bro?
yeah.
Good Lord.
Good to see y'all.
Get up that microphone.
Step on
right
up to
there.
the microphone. Step
Say
up to
hello,
the
everybody.
plate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got an Astros shirt on there for Houston. You guys going by the ballpark, see where they do their spring training?
Yeah, I think that was the plan. After here, go out there, check it out, see if they still have the logo up.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Get a good picture.
It's up. Yeah. In fact, if you go to the Haverhill side of the ballpark, they have a huge Astros, the big old H that you guys will definitely want to get a photo in front of, especially with the Astros shirt. Yeah. So do that. So I'm trying to give them a little guidance because they're hitting everything from the Keys through Miami and everything else. So we're trying to get them the little maps.
When you go there, tell the Astros I said hello, please.
Oh, we have beef.
I know you love them.
And then your wife Michelle's over there. Introduce all the kids real quick, Elmer.
This is Adrian. He's my 8-year-old.
Yeah.
We've got Jaden, my 9-year-old. This is Roman. He's 19. And then we've got Nevaeh. She's 15.
Okay. There you go. Got the whole crew. And so what have you guys done so far and what's on the plans?
So yesterday we went down to the Keys. We were at the Theater of the Seas in Isla Morada.
Did you see, because they did the whole Conch Republic celebration this weekend. They had their drag races and everything, I think, going on.
we missed that.
Were you on Duval at all?
No. We went. We didn't go that far.
Oh, okay.
We looked at the map and it's quite a drive.
It's far. Yeah.
Okay. We didn't want to commit all the way down to Key West, so we went Isla Morada, Key Largo area.
Okay.
It's
fun. A lot of fun
Yeah.
there. Good for you. Okay.
So just hanging around town.
Okay,
Seeing all
that's
the
cool.
different things that we listen to on the radio. Visiting, doing the tourist stuff.
I think it was it Oktoberfest that was it around there?
Yep,
Yeah,
at
you
the
guys
German-
popped in for that. You guys were just like talking about a place to go, and you're like, "Hey, listen to KVJ," and they jumped in, and they even got into your horror movie. I remember.
It worked out perfectly because we did not have permission to film where we went. We went to a car dealership, and I needed a car dealership shot, so we had to really kind of sneak and MacGyver our way over there. It was pretty
It's better
exciting.
to ask for forgiveness than permission, right?
It came out good. It was exciting.
It's a way to work it. So there you go. So here you are. You're back in South Florida, about the whole family this time, and very cool. Love that. Okay, well,
You must have 3 jobs to feed all these mouths.
Yeah. Well, one of these days we got to do a KVJ party in Houston. So we'll
for sure. You guys are in town, and we'll treat you right. We'll show you around.
Very cool.
When do you go back?
Wednesday. We fly out Wednesday.
Top Chef is in Houston. That's airing right now on Bravo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Good note, Virginia.
Well, I'll shut up now.
Okay, we got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up here in just a little bit. You can watch it live, KVJ TV, and as I said, KVJShow.tv is where you can go and find that. Before we get to that, Bird.
Show's over. My computer broke during the show. I ain't got no thought. So, okay, I'm going to roll with this. Sometimes when you have nothing, look within and dig deeper. You may have something in the tank. Oh, shut up and know when to say when.
Top Chef is in Houston.
And friends from faraway places and familiar faces.
That was
nice
terrible.
there,
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.